live, and we're just getting set up here. Oh, I should come up with some music for us to play. I'll put up that. Let's see.
Find something spooky.
Yeah, but it auto as soon as I put in DMCA, it was like, do you mean this?
This is just
Oh
for stream
God,
video, right?
yeah. Wait, this one says, but is it DMCA free? That's the question. This one says Cthulhu on it. That's a good sign.
They
Eldritch
want you to think.
Secrets of the Orchestra. This is so good, but is this?
Oh, I am not. Hold on. Not subbed. I'm getting a Transformers ad right now.
I got a sub too.
Uh,
Where am I supposed to?
reshoot, 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 reshoot.
What? What?
Eh? Oh, reshoot podcast. Reshoot.
Pew pew.
Hey, wait. What the fuck? Something's happening with the bot. Reshoot. You're so cool.
It just doesn't. The bot doesn't like reshoot apparently.
That's Nightbot. That's not the true bot.
Oh.
The bot got jealous of your name, Ruthie.
Yep.
Maybe it just needs an update, a pupdate. What is happening with the bots? Windows can't find the target? Okay, there's just no bots. There's no bots today. Let me make sure that the
Yeah, look at that. That's wild.
Is specifically today your affiliate anniversary? Is it like the month?
I guess, yeah,
What
it
does that mean?
says that it's the affiliate anniversary, so maybe it is today. I guess. I don't know.
Happy birthday, Shore Stream.
Thank you. Okay. Tears of the Kingdom. Hey! Oddish has subscribed. There we go. Thank you, Oddish, for that wonderful subscribe. Love to see
Aw.
it. Love
6
to see
months.
it.
Wow.
6 months. Wow. That is crazy. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary indeed. Happy anniversary to all of you guys as well. Thank you for being here. We're doing a slow rolling start right now as we're getting things going. But yeah, we're going to be playing a TTRPG tonight called Heart, The City Beneath. It is going to be run by first time ever game master Oddish himself. Round of applause in the chat for Oddish.
Thank you.
There we go.
Well, we can actually do like the voice of this thing, not just clapping into my microphone.
Not just clapping. Golf clap into the microphone. So, we're gonna be playing. We've got Ree, we've got Ruthie, we've got Owl Bear. So we got some chat regulars and some mods in here right now. We're gonna be playing TTRPG via Roll20. We've got our characters here. We'll go through those in a second. Oddish, if you'd be so kind, can you give us like a brief overview of what this game is like that we'll be playing? You're dabbing for the record? Okay.
It's important. The people must know.
The people have to know. Okay.
All right. Thank you. Yeah. So this is Heart, the City Beneath. I think the best way to introduce it would be to just read the introduction, which is, this is a game set in the mad, shifting chasms and ruins known as, surprise, surprise, the Heart. This is a game where groups of desperate people journey down into this kind of mad, roiling city, looking for something important, whether it's secrets, truth, sanctuary, or whatever else. They band together for protection and companionship as they move through dangerous, lawless lands in search of havens, which are places of shelter, often impermanent, that offer a little bit of respite from the dangers of the heart. Our party today, They're known as delvers, people who trek deep into the twisting nightmare world of the heart. It forms itself around you, and you will scar patterns into its flesh as it changes you and you change it. If you come back, you will not be the same.
This is one of those games where, like, according to what I read anyway, it's like survival is not guaranteed, and also your demise is inevitable. That seems to be how
Right.
it is treated according to the books.
Exactly.
Part I
I'm
read.
doing my best to keep you guys alive today, though, because I have a lot of exciting, I hope, story beats for all of you. So
Yeah,
we'll see how that goes.
don't total party
if you die
KO.
before we get to them.
Oh, what's this? A resurrection stone I just invented. That's the true DM way. What's this? Yet another resurrection stone. Wow, we got very lucky. I can't believe this.
It's a miracle. It's an anniversary miracle.
It's an anniversary miracle. Yeah, it's hey Sade, what's up, girl? How you doing? Yeah, we're just getting set up here. Okay, so from what I can tell about the setting, it's like there's a city on top, right? And then beneath that city, we're like in what's the equivalent of like the D&D Underdark, and like the deeper we get into what they call as the heart, it's like more and more almost like the Feywild in D&D. Things get twisted and like corrupted and more magical, but also more disgusting and body horror-y.
Exactly.
And delvers are these kind of adventurers who do take the risks and go down there for various reasons, right?
That's exactly it. Nobody really knows what the heart is. There's a lot of theories. It's, supernatural, alien, magical, but all you know is that you are in it.
Okay, gotcha. All right, should we go through the characters right now? Maybe that would be a good thing to do. Does anyone want to volunteer to go first, or should I do it? No volunteers. All right. I will. Oh, well, go ahead, Ree. Do you want to go?
No, I said do it.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so my guy is named Gent. He's this guy right above my head. Oh, I actually did it this time. When I was a kid, I went to Radio City Music Hall, and it was my first interaction with a green screen. And so I'm at like Rockefeller Center, and we're like going up, and like they had us like do like a fake weather report to see how everything's reversed. And I finally taken the note. I used the right hand. I'm this guy above my finger right here. So Gent is kind of like this sullen he's yeah, thank you for the applause, Ruthie. He's sort of like this he's like a cop of this area, but he's not a very reputable one. He inflates his own ego. He talks about his own accomplishments, but he's a talker more than he is a doer. He's mostly a barfly, and when you get him drunk enough, it seems like he's harboring some sort of deep secret or guilt. He's a married man. He has a kid, and yeah, he's meant to be an adventurer, and quite recently he witnessed a murder that shook him to his core. He was supposed to, as his duty, intercede and stop the murderer or save the person, but because it reminded him of trauma from when he was younger, he just sort of like froze. And as a result of that, everyone who knows him in his like local vicinity, they basically were like, "Oh, he talks like he's some big hero, but it seems like he's full of shit." And this sort of brought a little bit of shame to him, as well as the Hounds, the organization he works for, and is a member of. And so, as a result of that, he's being pushed onto this adventure because he's either by, I'm not sure how the ranking of the Hounds work, as I'm new to this lore, but by whoever's like the leader or boss of like the local group of Hounds is sort of like, you're gonna go in there and you're gonna do this job for me because you
done fucked up.
he done fucked up. It's just that simple, and he needs to like redeem himself. But he is he's sort of a coward who talks highly of himself a little bit. So he's less heroic, less noble than the characters I I guess my last guy in Monster of the Week was kind of cowardly as well. but he sort of came through. He's just not quite used to his princess powers yet. But this will be a very different. I'm trying to be a non-comedic character this time. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's Gent. That's my guy. Ree, why don't you go next? Why don't you tell us about Tony?
Yeah, sure. Tony's his family's been in the whatchamacallit, the fucking city below. What is this place called?
The not
City
Underdark.
Below, yeah.
The
City
not
beneath.
Underdog. The there's a real word for it and I'm searching so hard to find it, but
Underbelly?
The
the
Undercity?
first level that's just like where most people live, but we've been here for years, for generations, and like family lore has it that our ancestors were some of the first architects of the Vermisian railway, and we got blamed for a lot of shit that went wrong with that incident. And so I'm really trying to figure out how to make these trains fucking run so that I can, sort of earn my family's place back in Spire and, just do right by my family.
So, to clarify, because I did, my exactly as much work as I needed to do and no more. But the Vermisian Knights are basically like not really technomancers, but sort of like they're gadget based and have an understanding of these trains that are like subway trains that go throughout the subterranean area, right?
Right.
So,
Well, they were
Or
supposed to.
don't
So
go. They were
yeah.
supposed to, and then we tried to harness the power of the heart to do that, and then it was like, lol, no. So
now I'm imagining
trying
like
to-
this Tony Soprano-ish dude who's like hip with the online lingo, very online Tony Soprano. That's a very funny
Honestly,
character. That's a good
you know
sketch
that
character.
by now in the underdog or the non-underdog or whatever, it's lol is like a boomer slang. Like this isn't
yeah. Is this the future or the past? I don't know. This is a
not,
parallel
not cool.
timeline. Uh,
Yes, I hope anyone has been enjoying the fact that I'm here in New York reporting from Hellscape 101.
oh my god! So how orange was it there? Because it got
It was
a little
bad.
orange today for us. We only got some of it where I'm at in Ohio, but yeah,
It
the
was really
pictures.
bad.
The pictures and like I saw someone doing a chroma key with it earlier to really give people a sense of what the other colors looked like on it, and it was like,
It literally smelled like burning metal.
oh my god, that's so bad. I'm
So
sorry.
wild to
Sorry.
not. I'm on the West Coast. We burn up every year, and
Yeah.
it's crazy that it's on the other side of the country
I
right
know.
now.
This is our first time. I've seen a lot of very friendly, supportive posts being like, "Hey, East Coasters, here are some tips."
Yeah.
I did love, I think I saw my college roommate, our friend Mitch, posting. He's like, oh, I actually had some masks left over from something that happened recently, so I'll be okay. I was like, gee, I wonder what those masks could be from. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of that James Franco meme, the first time, huh? Like that's how the
Yeah,
Californians are acting right now.
I've seen that on the Oregon subreddit.
Okay, Ruthie, why don't you go next with Rorden, who is
Now,
here.
people call Rorden many things. Culinary mastermind, absolute madman, that asshole who ate my hand. All of those are true.
All of them are true? He ate someone's hand?
Yes, just one person.
Oh,
Nobody
God.
else's hand.
So, wait, we should also clarify, is Tony, what do you call it in this? It's not race in this game. It's like heritage or background or genealogy or something.
Ancestors, yeah.
Ancestry.
Tony's a human.
Ton-
Tony's a human who's just been down here for a while.
So Tony
His whole
and
family's been
Gens
here for generations.
are humans, and Rorden and Murith are not humans. They are gnolls,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And as you can see, Mirth is the one dancing pleasantly, like a LucasArts game character. It brings me nothing but
And
delight.
I think you're
And
thinking
Warden-
that scarf is a hand.
No way. No, I know it's a scarf. He's just sort of doing the head bob, right? Dun, 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 dun. I hear
Earth
the
is
Monkey
just
Island
watching
music.
disappointingly.
I love it. Okay, so Rorden's a gnoll who eats people.
yes. His
Exactly.
class is a cleaver. So
He's a
what
cleaver,
cleavers
yeah.
specialize in eating things and absorbing their power. And Rorden traveled to the heart after he got this weird dream about a new taste he'd never tasted before. And since then, he hasn't had a full belly or a sane thought in his head.
So he's a very
He's got orange tabby syndrome.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So he
Love
likes
it.
to,
Doris energy.
he likes to lay in sunbeams and dream of all the humans he can eat. If he was just a little bit bigger. Okay. All right, I'm just realizing now I haven't put out my normal Twitter messages, so I'm doing one of those now. Okay, so Owl, would you like to tell us about Murith?
Alright, Murith is a retired Knoll doctor who has surprisingly reached old age, unlike many doctors down here.
Hmm.
She is a witch. She has a odd connection to the heart and is just slowly counting down the days till the heart consumes all the havens.
Oh, jeez. So is that something that Mirth is looking forward to?
It is simply inevitable.
Oh, God. I feel like Mirth would get along with your Monster of the Week character for some reason. Just like they're just vibing out. No, this isn't. Wait, what was the creature that's
The wolf people, right?
wolf people? Right. That they were obsessed
Or
with that.
secretly a wolf person. I live underground. Knew it all along.
I mean, gnolls are kind of wolf people, hyena people, really, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, so those are the main setups here. We should probably get rolling with it and just get into gameplay. But could you, Oddish, while I'm sending these messages out, could you give us a brief rundown or reminder of how like the stress system works in this and how
All
that
right.
makes it unique?
So, yeah. The way this works, it's kind of I've seen it being compared to Darkest Dungeon. I haven't played the game
Yeah, I
personally
really like
myself,
Darkest
so I
Dungeon.
don't really know.
It did strike me as that,
Um,
and I remember months ago when you first got the book and were starting to describe it to me. I remember you saying that you'd heard it compared to that, and as soon as I started reading the book, I was like, "Oh yeah, it is like that." Because in Darkest Dungeon, it's like you're constantly managing how much light you have, and like the longer you stay in there, the more likely you are to develop quirks that are detrimental
Exactly.
and will make you more likely to die. Is how that game works. Very fun game.
Exactly.
So
So yeah, the way it essentially works in terms of your dice is like you'll have your standard, roll to hit, where you have, your failures, your partial successes, and your kind of critical successes. What makes this different is when you have either a failure or a kind of partial success, you roll another die to determine how much stress you take. Stress essentially, it's a bunch of different metrics, whether it's, like to your blood, which is your physical health, to your mind, which, obviously your mind, your supplies, things like that. The more stress you take to these different, I guess, well, they're called resistances within the game, the more likely you are to suffer for it. We call that suffering fallout. I will constantly be checking to see whether your characters take fallout. The more stress you have, the more likely it is that you'll take fallout. And when you do, I will give you a nifty little effect that will probably make life a little bit harder for you, but hopefully in a fun way.
So
Because
Fallout's
book,
like the
it
really
says-
bad repercussions that like haunt your character and
Exactly.
are like hard to heal, basically. Is that-
Exactly. They're pretty hard to get rid of. You have minor fallout and you have major. Minor will be less, annoying to deal with. It'll be like maybe you're limping, maybe your arm's broken, something like
Right,
that. Major
right.
fallout will be more along the lines of like you're bleeding out. You really, really need help.
Gotcha. All right. Well, shall we get started, folks? Let's get into this, right?
Yeah,
All
let's do it.
right. Okay.
Absolutely terrified. Can't wait.
Yeah, right, yeah. I'm terrified because I'm sure there's mechanics I don't understand yet, but that's me with every first session of anything.
Speaking of though, like please do bear with me. I have a fucking 21-page long document of just I wrote down all the rules, so I
Right,
knew
right.
them.
Yeah.
I'll be referring to that a lot.
Well, and as anything is just my rookie GM tip is Google's always your friend. It's like sometimes it's a matter of like
Oh, yeah.
actually I think I remember something now. What was it? And you hear typing rapidly in the background. It's the same thing as doing my customer service job. It's like oh actually I think I know the answer to that. 1 second while I do some basic research. It's like me frantic trying to actually figure out what it is. But yeah, we will bear with you, and you bear with us, and we'll get through this scary adventure together.
Of course.
Or we won't.
Yeah, or we won't, or we won't. Yeah, that's a
Or
good
you
point.
won't. We'll see. Okay, let me just bring you guys over to the map. I hope that works. I also don't use Roll20 a lot.
Yes, it did work. I'm on the new map.
Did it work?
Yes,
Ooh, it's terrifying.
Okay.
looks cool.
So, this is less of, as I explained before, but I guess most of you won't know. It's more of a kind of, it's less situational in that you won't see on the map where the player is at any specific time. It won't be like you'll move your token around in order to, reach different things. This is more just a record of the overarching areas where you guys have already been.
Okay.
So I guess to begin with, as you can see, you find yourself in Redcap Grove. So let me break it down for you a little bit. Redcap Grove is a kind of a place where druids, shunned and overwhelmed by the city above, can come to and flourish, and kind of let their bestial sides flourish. These druids aren't really like the ones you may be used to. They are unrepentant criminals. They realize that their arcane arts can give them access to A, fast-growing plants no matter what the location is, and B, the ability to turn into dangerous predators whenever they need to. And so, of course, they established the Undercity's most prolific and best-guarded drug farm, and flooded the market with magic mushrooms.
Gotcha.
Try and stop their operations for reasons either noble or greedy, and you'll end up on the wrong side of a half-drow, half-animal hit squad of assassins. Built upon the ruins of an ancient cathedral, Redcap is now a lurid smear of fungal blooms. The air is always thick with spores. The druids, and a few ungifted lackeys, keep watch over their stocks of mushrooms, and they escort shipments up to the Red Row in the city above. Sometimes they will release a few luckless sacrifices into the caverns beneath that they can hunt and kill, ensuring another good harvest as their blood soaks into the porous rock. We find our heroes in the grove as it is busy. Workers are going about their business harvesting and sorting redcap mushrooms that can be distributed throughout the heart. You can see a bunch of mask-wearing laborers huddling over rotten tree bark and various dead bodies, plucking mushrooms out, carting wheelbarrows back and forth from a tent that you can see seems to be emitting some noxious fumes. This entire area is it's nestled in a really large cavern, but the whole cavern is kind of overgrown by vines and weeds and stuff. The ground beneath your feet is rocky and red, the aforementioned blood. But sometimes there's, like soft tufts of green grass that are very, very comfortable. You guys in particular are in an outdoor courtyard under a gazebo made of vines inlaid with beautiful flowers, and you're kind of on a little outcropping, like small cliff kind of thing, where the ground is lined with really, really nice plush grass. The gazebo itself is next to a luxurious lodge where the overseers of this entire operation stay. So, from your vantage point, you can see and hear the bustle of the grove operations beneath you, and it's a really good vantage point for, the overseers to keep an eye on things. You guys are talking to a druid called Versiful. He seems to be in pretty good spirits, and he's telling you about the operation. So, as you folk can see, the workers down there, they don't get to breathe in the air like we do. They wear masks, we don't want them to sample the products. They're far beneath us, What do you guys think of my operation over here? Really impressive, isn't it?
I'm already I'm just sort of nodding and immediately taking a long swig of my flask at this point. as if I'm gonna let someone else be the face here, but I'm just sort of like, yeah, it's great, whatever. Like I don't take this guy very seriously for whatever reason.
Yeah, Gent constantly has his flask of alcohol on him, and
Yeah,
he,
what's it
he
called?
aspires to keep it full at all times.
It's like one of my actual things. Bottle of
It is
rot
yeah,
gut liquor. It's literally
rot gut
called
liquor.
rot gut. So that's what my character.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm sure it's fine.
It's medicinal.
It's medicinal, I swear.
As
Just
he's
to
kind of
help with
like
the pain.
just showing you guys around, you guys can clearly see what's going on down there. What are you guys doing? What are you up to? Gent is, just sipping his beer. Not beer, his liquor.
Roden is like greedily sniffing the air. If anyone's like not paying attention, he might be like trying to get a lick of anything he can get in reach.
Mushrooms or fingers?
Anything.
I am
He
like
does not discriminate.
I am so deeply uncomfortable. How deep under where I'm from are we right now? Cuz I'm from what's the name of it? The
You're from
Haven.
Derelictus,
I'm from
the
Derelict.
city
Derelictus.
between.
Okay, the city between. So, that's like on would you say 0 to 1 of like the tiers
Yeah,
of
0 to
this?
1.
Octo, this
Yeah.
is like mementos that we're going down into basically. Um and you complete with trains, to be honest. It's a lot like AI generated hexagons. There is, but there's going to be a lot of theater of the mind too. So there is gameplay, but it's a lot of dice rolls because it's a tabletop RPG that we're doing via Roll20. So it's kind of like a D&D setup almost.
Right.
Octo's just giving us a hard time, don't worry. He's a good guy. But okay, so how much deeper are we than Derelictus right now?
We are currently on tier 1, like mid tier 1. So,
A
go
little
up a
bit.
couple of delves, a couple of twisting passages, and you'll probably find yourself there. But you know, there's no specific unit of measurement. All sorts of measurement down here in the heart are really funky. Time doesn't work the way it's supposed to, space doesn't work the way it's
Oh,
supposed to. But
gotcha.
you're, kind of tier 1 is what I'll say it
But
is.
that's like
Yeah.
a little bit further out than where I'm
Exactly.
from,
It's a little
right?
bit further down.
All
Yeah.
right. In that case, I'm like already a little bit uncomfortable because I've become such a homebody and so used to the fact that like I feel safe in my neighborhood and I do not like being outside of it. So I'm just getting the liquid courage up and I'm especially seeing Rorden like attempting to sniff and lick people, just getting ever closer, much like my cat Meowth. Anytime I have food out, doesn't really want to eat it, just wants to stick her face as close to it as possible for whatever reason. Um, I yeah, I'm like deeply uncomfortable, and I'm trying to uh stay as far from Rorden as possible while also still technically part of the same group. Like whatever that distance is away, that's where I would like to be.
Gent. Gent.
Versival like definitely notices, and he's like, why so anxious? I called you here, Gent. We're in the company of friends. You can relax.
I don't like anything that happens far from home. I've seen what it can do. I'm a hound. After all, I've gone on many a delve, despite what you may have heard about me. He doesn't know whether or not you've heard anything about him, but he's just sort of covering his bases right now. But what you should know is that I'm quite the delver, and I've gone deeper and deeper into this thing and seen horrors beyond your imagination, beyond anyone's but my own. And he sort of like looks around suspiciously as if anyone notices that he just implied that he's imagining the things he's just said. And he's like, I don't trust anything that I can't control. And this whole operation you've got running here looks like a bunch of rubbish to me. And he spits on the ground and like walks a couple feet away.
Percival looks like properly amused. He's like, ah, yes, the ever honorable hound. If half the things I've heard about you are true, I wouldn't have such a big mouth. And he looks over. Behind him are standing three druids. They're currently just in drow form, which is dark elf form, There's
Right.
just three of them behind them. Their names are Roz, Thorn, and Pitch. They're very, very scrawny, but they're kind of carrying themselves with a cool air of really deadly calm. They're basically part of the Redcap Grove Druid Gang. They can transform into various creatures at will. You know, um, they're just kind of hanging out. They holding the peace. Whenever they blink, you can swear that you can see their pupils flicking between different types. And so he looks at them and he's like, "Get a load of this guy over here, right? Fucking, he thinks he's big stuff. Tell me, how exactly did you get that badge?"
Got it the same way any hound gets it these days, unless he was one of the first. Found it. Found it on a dead man. A man like me who was giving his life to fighting for the rest of you. So I would treat me with more respect than what you be getting me now. What is it that you call us here for anyway? Just to break our balls?
Okay, fine. You want to know what you guys are here for? Well, all of you, listen close. And he pulls something out of a knapsack that's on his side. It looks like a kind of stained black glass cube that contains another glass cube. So if you've ever seen what a tesseract looks like, you know what I'm talking about. It's like a
Gotcha.
cube within a cube sort of thing. So, I distribute to High Rise. I'll explain more about High Rise in a moment. I distribute to High Rise. Fucking hate the place. Barren, desolate, completely artificial. Ghent, by the way, loves this place. You know, it has the best goddamn bar in the entire Undercity. Loves going there all the time. It's one of my biggest consumers. You know, tons of people just living horrible conditions. They need some of that, you know what, to spice things up. Recently, though, there have been whisperings of a disturbance, something that alters the very nature of reality around it. It acts kind of like a beacon. It draws people to it. Some people even worship it. I want that gone. What's more, I want you to return it to me, so the people of High Rise stop being so damn distracted by worshipping this stupid thing. This thing over here, and he hands the stained black tesseract thing to you. This thing is how you're gonna capture it. The reason I want you to bring the seed back to me is to recoup the cost of this goddamn thing. It cost me so much money. Now, most of you, I don't really have you under my thumb. I don't know what your deal is. He like looks over at Rordan, who's licking a mushroom or something. I don't know what.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
You folks strike me as very, very strange people. I don't know how to appeal to your sensibilities, but you, Ghent, you do this for me, and I'll see if I can have a word with your little hound puppet masters, you know, the people at the end of your leash, about sorting out the little problem that makes you indebted to them. It's clear from the way he speaks that this is why he's summoned you guys as opposed to anyone else. He knows and is affiliated, or is even more powerful than the people that Ghent is kind of indebted to at this point.
Is this guy like
And so
Littlefinger? Because I'm getting a Littlefinger vibe from it. Maybe it's just your voice, but the way you're playing him makes me think of Littlefinger, and I like it.
Somewhat.
I like it.
Somewhat.
Okay.
Like, this guy strikes you as a very sort of cunning man. You have no doubt that the stuff he's telling you about why he wants the seed isn't necessarily true.
Right.
But Ghent, you know, you're kind of his little bitch.
Who does he hand the thing to?
Literally, just he'll put it on a table in front of you because you're all acting so fucking weird.
Mirth is just going to quietly put their large hand down and be like, "I trust none of you with this."
Gordon raises his hand in a abnormally polite fashion.
Yes,
So we have a
Rory.
question.
And no, you cannot eat it if that's what you're about to ask.
Well, I wasn't going to eat that. It looks upsetting. No, you want the thing in the city gone? Can I eat that?
And he puts his face in his hands, clearly kind of regretting what he's done. No, you can't eat it. I honestly, I wouldn't suggest you guys try it. This thing is honestly, nobody really knows what it is. It's a thing of unimaginable power, and I want it back because rumors will start to spread. You know, right now, even I barely know a thing about it. I want you to go there, bring it back to me. It'll make me rich, it'll make me powerful, it'll make me drug lord.
You
Do I
you said
need I say more?
you want it back, or you
I
just
want it back, yes. That thing that you very kindly took from me, thank you. It is what you're going to use to catch it. So you guys can, it'll be in one of your inventories. This is in itself, you can tell it's a very, very valuable thing. Like I said, it's a stained black glass cube, and each like corner of the cube has a tiny little black metal ball, and they're all engraved with like impossibly tiny, intricate carvings. Like this is an item of great worth. You don't know what any of these carvings mean, but you can tell that it is like well made.
Can I say, Oddish, you're doing a great job so far. I'm like very into this already. Like this is very
I know,
interesting for your first time. This is really good. This is really good. So
Thank
good
you,
one.
thank you.
Yeah, but on to Tony's point, I think Gent's eyes are going to flicker a little bit because he's been sort of emotionally pulled out of this until the mention of his puppet masters, as you said, and he sort of glances at Tony, the other human, even though he knows Tony from before, and so I think that's the person he trusts the most right now, and so he's like, yeah, but you say Beck, did you have this thing before, whatever it is?
This thing, whatever it is, I can tell you one thing. Nobody has had this before. This is not anything that's been in anyone's possession, which is why, honestly, this is why I want it. And you're gonna go get it for me. I'm done with the pleasantries, Gent. Stop calling my bullshit. Just fucking get it done. You don't want this, Gent. Get it done.
Is High Rise the name of the district, or is it the name of the pub?
So High Rise is a landmark which you
Okay.
are now going to, should you take this quest, try and get to through a series of delves.
Gotcha. So but it's a larger location. It's like
It is
either a
huge
city or a
location,
town.
yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So there's some bar that Gent likes there that you said that is like his favorite bar, right? I think
Very
that's
much
on his mind too, and he's gonna use that for courage, and he's gonna nod, understanding the agreement here, and he's like, if they're fucking up the pub, I want to go. Let's just go and get this over with.
I'm absolutely going to taste the thing.
Isn't it in Marit's pouch or scarf or whatever?
No, not that thing. I don't want that thing. I want the mystery thing in High Rise.
Oh, okay. Are you saying that out loud?
You're free to try
Yes.
to eat it.
Okay. And
By the way,
I
if I swear to God, if you guys come back without that gizmo and the thing inside it, he snaps his fingers and Roz, Thorn, and Pitch, you swear they're just regular humanoid, like hairless drow. But as soon as he snaps his fingers, you can see hairs on their entire bodies kind of raising. There will be bad news if you don't bring this back to me. You understand?
All right.
Yeah, we got it, buddy.
There's
You
no
made it,
need for
right?
that. We get it.
Would you
Mark.
say that he is part of a faction?
Right. He is.
He's
Yeah,
definitely
he definitely
running
is
these
part of the
druids.
faction.
I mean,
That being said, I don't know if you've gained his favor yet.
we definitely
Oh,
have
I mean,
not.
This would make me want to do this job more than just I don't really give a shit about high rise or about mushrooms.
Yeah, makes sense.
But I do give a shit about a bunch of weird druids who are into like deeper areas.
Right, makes sense. Okay. Is there anything you want to ask them?
I think it's really cute that you got whatever hold you got over Mr. fucking Cop over here, but if we do this for you, the rest of us, I assume there'll be some sort of reciprocity in the future.
Of course, there will also be things, significantly better. For Gent too, this is a carrot and a stick situation. I showed you the stick, but of course there's a carrot too.
Yeah, I think
There'll
that's
be
great for him.
payment, riches. Oh, for all of you, there'll be payment, riches, and I know you guys seem kind of like nut jobs. I'm sure you just need any reason you can get to go down there, if I'm reading you guys right.
Yeah,
agree
it's
with
definitely
that.
us who seems like the nut jobs out of the people who are out down here farming fucking blood mushrooms. Yeah, it's us that are the nut jobs.
Hey, I run a respectable operation. People, they depend on this more than you think. Take this away, the entire heart will collapse. You want that to happen? I didn't think so.
I just don't answer.
That sounds right. Now, if you fine people are ready to make your move, I have a series of shortcuts that can get you down there. Now, high rise is on tier 2 of the heart, as I'm sure you guys very well know, but that usually would take you a really long time to get to. We're smugglers here. We know our way around. I can, show you some of those secret passages that you can take if you're so willing. So, what do you say? He stands up and like spreads his arms. Are we partners in this or not?
Yeah, I agree.
Mirth looks him up and down. So, we don't know the exact terms of what we're getting, just a vague promise.
A vague promise of what you're getting, but a guarantee of riches when you return.
Mirth looks him up and down. I've gotten a little bit of your product before in my practice. If we come back, I want a steady supply.
You know, I think something can be arranged. He looks genuinely pleased at this because he doesn't know how to appeal to anyone here other than Gent, but the fact that someone is coming at him with a genuine business deal seems to like relieve him to no end. And he stretches out his arm to shake.
Mirth stretches out an arm, grabs him with surprising strength for an old lady, looks him in the eye, and says, "At a discount price."
A negotiator. I like that about you. You come back and then we'll figure things out. Don't worry.
Mirth stares him in the eyes. "At a discount price."
At a discount price. We shook on it. You have my word.
Good.
All right, folks, are you ready to make a move? There is a heart seed waiting for you, and the more time is wasted, the more likely it is someone else is going to take it from you, and we don't want that, do we?
So, are we at a landmark now?
Currently, you are at the Red Cap Grove, which is a landmark, yes.
Okay, so I can use my forewarned and forearmed here to set up for what's ahead, right?
You 100% could. You 100%
Okay.
could.
Then I'm going to give myself some blood protection. And
I believe that I think everyone can actually take part in that, right?
yeah, that's true. So I'm as we're getting ready to head out and taking his like list of secrets and stuff like that, I'm gonna be. You can see me like bending over and getting on one knee and starting to like prep my weapon. And anyone who wants to can also gain one blood protection, and if you have a piece of kill equipment, you can give it the brutal tag.
Before you commit to that, I just want to I guess this is also so how the game will work basically. The game is broken up into you being in a landmark, you going on a delve, coming out into a landmark, going on a delve, so on and so forth until you reach your
Oh,
destination.
okay.
Your current ability applies until you reach your next landmark.
Oh, so maybe I should
I guess
save
just
it?
yeah, just as a bit of I guess above board advice.
Okay.
Since this is the first
I thought it was
stage.
like nonstop delves until we get to our destination. So it's different than
No,
that.
yeah,
Okay.
because maybe that could be how it is, but I don't know how much damage you guys are gonna take, so I want to give you guys plenty of opportunity to like heal up, get your
Understood.
shit
All right.
together
So
before
yeah.
you take
Let's
off
then
again.
I'm not gonna blow that yet until we get to our next landmark and I have a sense of how combat works then. Okay. Understood.
All right, perfect. So he stands up and starts walking towards the lodge. Not a single word to any of you. You kind of get the understanding that you're expected to follow, but you know.
This fucking guy, am I right?
Yeah, I don't trust him one bit, but if he does come through, well, I need what he has to offer.
All right, so you guys all go into the lodgings, which once you enter seem incredibly luxurious. There are beds made of like rich mahogany wood, mattresses stuffed with like the softest grass. There's like a warm hearth, just a lot of creature comforts in this place. It's a very, very stark contrast to the camp below, which you can still see through the windows, just all these laborers with like their face masks on, just shuttling things back and forth. And he takes you into a little back room where you see this kind of really, really, really skinny to the point of he seems deathly thin kind of a druid. He's like, "What's up, guys? My name's Hayes." So what's his face? Versival like pulls you, like he kind of whispers to you, not super softly, but you get the sense that Hayes can't really hear you anyway. This guy is he's really fucking useless. We honestly only keep him around because he's really connected to high-ranking members of the Shroom Cartel. We give him a job, you know. He sits over there and watches the trapdoor that leads to where you guys are going. He goes down there to get shrooms all the time. Yeah, you're gonna see some really weird shit down there. And Hayes perks up at the sound of shrooms. Like, shrooms, what you guys going down to my shroom cave? Don't you dare fucking pick anything, guys. Versival is like, just do whatever you want. He's not gonna fucking notice.
Right, never.
Hayes, let our friends through. Hayes then looks at you with like some wariness and like, don't you fucking dare, guys. And he just opens the trapdoor. Go through whenever you want.
I'm a cop.
You guys
I'll
gonna-
do whatever I want. I'll lick whatever I want. But then you see him also like just by body language refusing to go first and just standing to make sure the rest of you go.
Warden
All
charges
right, all
ahead.
right.
That's
We
right.
got
Yeah.
hyped.
You may as well go first, you know. Big strong cop has to make sure us all are fine.
I gotta watch your back. You're an old lady. I'm a protector like that.
Tony heads down.
Yeah, that's right. You protect the other one. I'll protect this one.
Is anybody even left up in the room other than Kent?
I'm like clearly scared, and I turn to Hayes and I'm just like, if anything comes in after us, you give a yell, all right?
Dude, I'll
I'm
do
gonna
more than that. Look at these guns, dude. And he flexes his skeletal arms, and there's nothing there. You see these? You're sore, bro.
He's sort of Gent is sort of thinking that this guy would actually probably make a good meal for Rorden if the shit goes sideways.
On her way down, Mirth reaches her cane over to Gwent's ankle and yanks it so that he falls down the trap hatch with the rest of them.
He's like,
Alright.
I'm like slipping, and I'm trying to catch myself. Is it like a ladder or is it a rope? Ladder.
Well, I guess once you are tumbling down there, you see there is a ladder that kind of leads down into a long corridor.
I like catch it on my gun so that my gun almost goes off by the way I'm clutching it. And I just like stare with like this wide-eyed horror, like my eyes bulging out of my sunken sockets, just like I might it looks like I might turn it on you. That's how scared I am. Like, it's gonna take me a few seconds before I'm able to calm down just from that. And I think I'm so scared that I don't even think I blame you. I think it was an accident because I'm not I'm not in my right mind right now after the drinking plus the sudden fright.
If you look at Mirth, it was not an accident. She is very pleased with herself right now.
See, I told you, it's dangerous.
Are we going
Yes,
to
of
go eat
course,
that man's
dangerous.
mushrooms now?
Okay, so welcome. This is your first delve. So
Okay.
you find yourself in a passage clearly used to smuggle drugs away, like from well-traveled paths. You know, these smugglers' tunnels. They kind of need to do it on the down low. It's a passage that's kind of been seemingly carved out of a solid wall of fungus. So when you were in there, the trapdoor that opened, which was just it's kind of akin to breaking through a crust of rock to find a solid wall of fungus underneath.
Hmm.
Like the druids, you can tell the druids must have been here for years, if not decades, if not maybe centuries, to have an influence on this area to the point where rock itself turns into fungus from all their like crazy nature
Oh,
spells.
whoa.
Like bits of rock are peppered throughout this long corridor stuck into the really soft walls of the passage, and like a single wire is running across the roof of the passage, going into these flickering lanterns set at regular intervals. You guys can, I guess, set off, and I will throw stuff at you.
No, I don't want to now. It sounds scary.
So is everyone just clear on the way delves work, or do you want me to just do a quick run through of?
Yeah, give us a refresher because
Yeah,
I
I
did
would
read
love a
it,
quick-
but yeah, anything you can provide
Awesome.
for us will be great.
So as you progress through this tunnel, I will be throwing a bunch of like random events at you. There is no like set way that you can deal with these events. Like you can straight up just go through them, which I'll ask you for an endure check or something. You can use some of your abilities in creative ways. These events all work towards, think about this delve as being a boss in and of itself. It's not sentient or anything, but it has a health bar, right?
Right,
Every
right.
successful thing you do against this delve will lower its health. You will have equipment that you can use in special ways to roll higher dice towards taking off the resistance of this delve, things like that. So as you go about it, I will literally just throw you events. When you succeed at them, I'll lower the resistance. Once the resistance reaches 0, you are done with the delve and will emerge into your next landmark.
So
Does that
each
make
delve
sense?
is broken down into like different encounters or scenes, and
Exactly.
we're
exactly.
trying to successfully complete enough of them that the overall delve's like health bar goes down to 0. Right?
Exactly.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. What do we have to roll to know what domain we are currently in this current delve, or is that something you can just tell us?
Well, yeah, I can just tell you. This is Wild and Warren, the domains. So
Okay.
if you have that, you will roll with mastery. Also, I mean, depending on whatever skills I ask you to, because each roll you do is a skill and a domain, right?
Mhm.
So if you have these domains, you get another dice. If you have a skill associated, I'll ask you for a skill. It's not, like set. Then you roll with mastery. Mastery just means adding another dice to your pool of dice that you will be rolling. By default, you'll roll 1d10. If you have proficiency in any of the domains, add another d10. If you have proficiency in any of the skills, add a d10,
Mm-hmm.
and
Right,
so on
right,
and so
right.
forth, right?
And we might have like a part of our equipment might have something
Right,
that's
right.
not a D10. Like one of my equipment is like delve D6. So
Okay,
would I be like
that's a perfect question, because the way it works is the d10 is your hit dice. You roll to see whether you hit. If you do hit, then you roll whatever resource your like the die for your resource or piece of equipment.
Right,
By
right.
default, when you succeeded something, you just succeeded it. You roll a d4. You don't do a whole lot to it, but you have delve equipment. You have things that will lower the health bar by more because you're just better at delving, or you have a better piece of
Okay.
equipment. That will be like the health points, right? You will roll a d6 instead of a d4 to determine how much you take off the resistance of this delve.
So in terms
Gotcha.
of like D&D comparison, you would be rolling a hit dice for like an unarmed strike or using a weapon strike after that to see how much damage you do after you rolled a hit, sort of.
Exactly.
If I have the delve skill marked based on my background or whatever, yeah, or due to round the next corner,
you roll 2 D10s to hit, basically, right?
Exactly.
And-
If I ask you to, if I say that this roll will be the delve skill plus the
okay,
Warren
gotcha.
domain, if you have the delve skill, you add 1d10. If you have the Warren or Wild skill, which I don't think you do, you would add a d10, but you don't, I think. So you don't add a d10.
No, I only have Haven
And then
on mine.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
we don't
And
have initiative. So like now that we're delving,
there,
can I be like I would like to call for this because I have delve and Warren?
Exactly. There is no initiative. You do whatever you want whenever you want. In
Yeah.
scenes of like combat, we will probably agree on a turn order so that everyone has a turn.
Right,
But for the
right.
time being, no, just do whatever you would like to do.
I was reading that
Okay.
it said that, like, in certain situations, say it's like one person is getting grappled and is trying to escape, then it would even make sense if they did like two things in a row, like if it was like
Exactly, yeah.
focused on them. But like, yeah, there's no. It's sort of like in Monster of the Week. It seems like you can just create an honor system one, but there's no set initiative rolls or anything. It doesn't look like.
Exactly, yeah.
So can I go ahead and do like a delve roll? I have delve skill and I have Warren domain.
Right. So like that'll be necessary in a moment when I throw something at you. Right now you're just walking through the tunnel. You don't need to really roll for anything.
Are there any mushrooms
Yeah.
for me to munch?
There are so many mushrooms for you to munch. Like
eat them
you
all.
can
No
Yes, that is
complications.
exactly what Roden's doing. He's eating
Hayes has
mushrooms
picked
like
a
I eat
bunch of them
Cheez-Its.
clean, but they're just growing like crazy. There's you could pick one and see the kind of inklings of a new one sprouting through at a rate that shouldn't really be possible for mushrooms to sprout through. So yeah, you can absolutely go ahead and eat a mushroom if you would like.
Yeah, I'm stuffing my face.
Awesome.
How do they taste?
They taste really, really rubbery. Like you don't know what you're expecting. The entire operation outside seems like it should be producing like some really high quality stuff, but this Hayes's little sad tunnel, it's not it. It's just not it.
Okay, noted.
That being said, since you are eating, actually no, it is. You're just eating mushrooms, so I guess you don't gain any domain specifically.
Yeah, it has to be a resource.
Yeah. That being said, I made resources for this. So all of you, if you want to pluck mushrooms, can put in your inventory Hayes' sad shrooms. They're a D4 resource, deteriorating tag, which means they will not last very long. Whoever wants to add that. And if you want to add that, you can consume that at a later point to gain a domain associated with it. You don't have to eat it immediately, or you can just
Oh,
keep
I'm
some in your
eating
pocket.
it.
What are the other tags associated with it other than deteriorating?
It's deteriorating, and then it's Haven and Wild. So when our cleaver eats it, she will get Haven Wild.
So if
Yeah,
you rolled with those, then you would get mastery on those. Another
Exactly.
D10. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm
So you guys are kind of. Sorry. Go ahead.
I'm too scared of anything that's happening and seeing the mushrooms grow back. I'm like grabbing at Rorden, but not willing to touch Rorden, and be like, "Stop it! Stop it! You're doing something. I don't like it. I don't know what's happening, but I don't like it."
What? 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 You want what? Here, you have it. Here.
Nah. Ugh. Ugh.
Mirth watching this just looks again. Get honey, could you be a dear and pick this old lady a mushroom, please?
I'm going so slowly towards it that I'm trying to find the smallest, like the one that will cause the least impact on the mushrooms around me, like the one with the thinnest stem, and I'm like slowly picking it and with great disgust handing it to you.
I also presume. So at this point, the trapdoor above you swings open because I presume you haven't gone more than 5 feet.
No, yeah, we haven't done
this
shit.
whole time. And Versival looks down and is like, I thought I heard a ruckus down. What are you doing? And then he gets more angry. What are you doing? You have a job to do. I gave you Gent. Do we need to have a talk?
I'm pointing to Rorden. He's eating all the mushrooms. It's him. It's this one. Punish him. I didn't do nothing. I told him not to.
Look, my guy, we don't do too good with micromanagement, so let us do the job or not.
Yeah. What'd he say?
Fine. This is gonna be okay. And he just shuts the trapdoor very, very violently, leaving you guys to your own devices again.
We should go. We should get this over with. Don't want to fuck up the
He
deal.
likes us.
I don't know if he likes anything. Seems like a creep.
Are you guys gonna head down? Just generally move on, or
Yeah, we're gonna head out.
Okay. So as you walk down the tunnel, it seems all clear for a while, but then you come to sort of this is, by the way, a very kind of narrow tunnel. There's not a lot of wiggle room to walk around. It's I guess it's big enough for you guys to maybe walk at, standing up. There's maybe an extra 5 feet of I don't know the imperial system. I'm gonna say there's like half a meter of headspace, and you guys can walk like two abreast, but there's not a lot more room than that. So when you see kind of a green mist ahead of you, there's no way to go around it. There are just, I guess, what looks to you like thick clouds of spores that just hang in the air like an oppressive fog. You don't really know anything about this, but when you look up, you can see every time one of these spores kind of drifts lazily by a lantern, it ignites and like does a little popping, and it's blocking your
Well,
way.
that's
You can't get by it.
fascinating. Sorry, we're being blocked by a bunch of flammable spores.
Yes. They could very well be breathable for all you know, but you don't know. So
You want to try eating that? I point to the spore cloud.
Yeah, sure.
I cower
Is
behind.
it clear that
Marith.
they're coming from somewhere? Like, do we see where is there an obvious place they're coming from? Or are they sort of ambient?
it's just kind of leaking from the walls. The
Ugh.
entire place is just made of fungus, so there's no real source of this. It's just being emitted. You presume that the druids probably are used to this since they wander around without their like masks anyway. Not the workers, but like the actual druids. But like I said, you can try. You don't know anything yet. So I guess I'll tell you what you guys can do. You
Okay.
have a bunch of skills you can choose from. Compel is to like threaten, lie, flattery, diplomacy, whatever. I don't think you can compel the gas to move.
We could try. Don't limit my dreams.
There's the delve skill, which is anything to do with like climbing, crawling, exploring, plotting routes. There's discern, which is look, smell, touch, hear, just your senses. There's endure, which is resist the effects of the heart, like so you'll resist damage or like physical or mental damage.
Right.
There's evade, which is self-explanatory. There's hunt. There's kill, mend, and sneak. I mean, you guys just tell me what you want to do, and I'll associate the appropriate skill.
Okay.
I have tunnel rat ability,
Yes, you do.
so I'm allowed to stay in underwater or toxic areas for extended periods.
Mm-hmm.
Can I sort of like venture into this area and like try to get a read on like how toxic it is to other people?
Yeah, of course. So you hold your breath and you walk straight in. There's nothing that like stings your skin. It's not toxic to like whenever a spore touches your skin, it doesn't hurt you. You're in the middle of it, you can't really see past it. No discernible effects as you're holding your breath, and as you just keep walking, you exit from the other side. You see the tunnel continuing ahead of you. You see the fog behind you. You can't really see your delvers, your colleagues anymore. But it didn't hurt you when you walked through it while holding your breath. But it was to the limits of your already pretty impressive lung capacity. It doesn't seem likely that your friends would be able to make it to that degree.
Well, I guess this is where we part ways. Best of luck on the journey. We'll wait here.
Oh, Kent, you're volunteering to go next. How kind of you.
No.
Yes, Kent. Tell me how it tastes.
Anyone have anything that can start a fire? If we can start a fire, we can blow the whole lot of them up.
And cause the tunnel to collapse. Yes, brilliant idea.
Well,
Do I get the impression that this would cause blood damage or blood stress?
It would most likely not cause blood stress, no.
Okay.
I love that's one of my favorite things when you're playing with someone and they're just like, dude, isn't this sort of like a religion check in a way? It's like, and you look at their sheet and they just have like a ton of in the religion stat. It's like the subtle game master negotiation. I fucking love it. In a way,
You gotta ask. You always gotta ask.
you always gotta ask. Yeah.
Yeah, can I walk through it too? Maybe have my
go-
mouth open in case one flows into my mouth?
Oh, there a lot of them are gonna flow into your mouth as you just
I was gonna
walk
say,
straight in.
I yell back, maybe hold your breath as long as you can.
This is not good. Immediately we run into a challenge we are just completely ill prepared for. We have no. I have.
I
Wait,
love
wait, wait.
this.
What equipment do I actually have? Isn't it just like?
Yeah, I only have weapons.
Oh, I have a matchbook. I could start a fire.
Do I get
can
the
only heal
impression
blood
that if I
wounds.
put smoke into this tunnel, it would diffuse these weird little guys?
It would most likely displace them, like pushing the cloud. Like if you were to do it in the middle, it would displace the smoke, probably pushing it further towards your very
Okay,
helpless
I'm gonna.
delving friends.
Can I go back through and try
Oh yeah,
to
you can go back through. You can hold your breath again. I think you're
through?
the only one who can because of your tunnel rat ability.
Can I go through with someone while putting smoke tag? Well, while using my armor's steam vent to try to
You know,
push the guys away from us.
that is a phenomenally creative thing. Okay, yeah, I'll allow it. So, I would say that
Hey,
you're
everybody,
fine.
everybody, come here, yo, come here. And I
Yeah.
just like
Wait,
steam
so
vent.
so we're gonna huddle next to you, and the smoke is gonna make them scatter.
Push. I can steam vent out of my armor.
Steam
And-
or smoke? Because those are two different things to breathe, right?
It's called steam vent, and my
Okay.
armor gains the smoke tag. But the smoke
Oh.
tag doesn't have any impact on breathing, according to its ability.
Okay.
It only.
Yeah, so smoke will just be the tag. It's like I guess a catch-all for all things
Oh,
like
okay,
obscuring and
gaseous stuff.
smoky.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we will be able to. We'll be holding our breath and able to move with you as the smoke tag.
Yeah, just imagine you're in New York yesterday.
Okay, this would usually be risky difficulty. I'm gonna lower it to standard because I really like that. Everyone except Tony is the one who's
Venting.
venting, right? So all of you, so this is either what is it, Warren or Wild. If you have Warren or Wild, you can whichever one you have roll for that. You know how? Okay, so on your sheet, the way you do it is underneath your total, like your stress, you'll see two little drop-down menus, one for skill, one for domain. Just check whichever one you have, and I will ask you to, I guess, an endure check.
And then do we do?
Oh, so we
mastery?
do
How
both
does
of
the
those?
mastery work?
Well, both of them, to answer Shore's question first, you pick Endure and you pick Wild, because if you have Endure and Wild, then you can roll 3 dice total, right?
I
they
see.
do
So
kind of
we're
stack
so
that
we
way,
get
yeah.
both those checks down from their respective drop downs and roll
Exactly.
like this.
Yeah. I will, yeah, before you, exactly, perfect. I will let you all roll with Mastery, though, because this is really fucking good idea.
Okay.
Do we mark the domain for the roll if we don't have it, or no?
If you don't have it, you can mark it. Roll20 will, like, still take that into account that you don't have it, I'm pretty sure. If the sheets are done right. I've done some experimenting and they should be. Right, so like, Shore just rolled a single dice because he doesn't have any of those, but the rest of you rolled so many dice.
Wait, I rolled again because you said with mastery, so I got 8 the second time. But I
Yeah,
don't think...
so you rolled 2. Rorden, you rolled 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's 4. I thought the 1 and the 0 were separate. You just rolled really good. Okay, fair.
I'm dabbing again for the record.
Somehow eating each individual mote of spores and just like eyes lighting up with joy all the while.
It's like a dog sticking his head out of the window, just
Yeah.
enjoying all the smell. Just
Hearts, stars, and mushrooms, clovers, and blue moons.
So all of you got through that perfectly. No stress taken. Perfect. I just need to. Do any of you have any delving equipment, by the way?
Let's see.
Nope.
I only have.
I do.
I only have a kill equipment.
Okay, that's fair. Who has delve equipment?
I do. I have a mage light. Right.
You have a mage light. Can you think of a
Smoke.
way that you would use that mage light here specifically? Because if not, it'll be just a standard D4 against the health. if you can sell me on how you use
Sell
that
him,
mage
it's a
light
negotiation.
specifically.
Oddish
I
is
mean,
still
I
a
bet you that,
nice GM
like,
at this point.
all these little weird glowy boys just doing that horrible tunnel of glowy little Bernie guys made me remember, like, hey, can y'all see okay?
My eyes are shut completely tight. I'm like, yeah, it's fine.
I don't know what a mage light rig is, by the way. I did not look that.
Oh,
I
that's
assume
fine.
it's a light.
It's like a little lantern. Yeah, it's basically a lantern. It's a fancy lantern. It's
Yeah.
probably not like it
You-
doesn't use a like burn out flame, as in like you probably won't run out of fuel for it anytime soon. Yeah.
Right. So I guess, like, do you need me to come up with something more clever of using it than I'm literally just using it for its purpose? And
Yeah,
making
because
it
the thing
easier
is, it
for
has
us
to be
see our way?
applicable to the situation, right? Like just
As we're
because you
moving
have
through
it
this stuff?
and didn't use it,
Could you
like
be
if it's
using
unequipped,
it to,
basically.
Could you be using it to bonk some of these excess spores out of the way?
I don't think so. I think I'm gonna go ahead
Wait,
and
are
roll a
we
d4.
still in spores?
No, you
I
guys
thought
are
we
through
all
the
cleared-
spores. I'm just trying to see how much to knock off it by offering you guys a chance to explain to me why I should knock more health off. I think I'll just roll a d4.
Would Mirth be able to pull up their scarf around their little hyena schnoz
No.
to block some of them?
No, that's cheating.
You
I
can do
want a
that, but that's
scarf.
not a delve piece of equipment. It wouldn't really help you on this delve to knock
But as
off, like,
flavor,
delve
it looks
resistance.
nice.
As flavor, it looks nice. You can
Okay,
100% do
good.
that. It's not gonna mechanically help you though.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Sorry, I still don't understand. So we're through the weird little spore guys, and now
Yeah,
it's
you guys
just
are-
we're delving, and you're asking me.
No, we're
how
not
to-
quite through yet.
You're not quite
He's just
through
doing
yet.
the
You
math
have-
on what we just did, right?
Yeah, exactly. So
I guess I would
you-
say then, can I try to, while I'm holding my breath better than anyone else, sort of like push them behind me while I hold the mage light out to see if they are moth-like drawn to it.
the spores or the
Yeah,
your
the
friends?
spores. Because
They're
all like
not.
catching. Damn it.
They're not. You mean these aren't sentient spores?
Also,
This isn't
are
cordyceps?
my friends moth-like drawn to?
Yeah, Rorden is following your waving hand right now as you wail it, just going in circles in the spores. Great work. You're tricking him.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, no, I can't
exactly.
see them.
Given that Gent's eyes are closed.
Yeah, I can't see shit right now. I'm like clutching onto your paint backpack thing.
No, I can't come up with any way then I would do that.
No.
Okay, perfect. So, okay, so you guys keep walking, and as you go down the passage, you notice like these little kind of growths that start to emerge from, like, I guess the walls. They're wiggling, like they're little stalks coming out of the side, and they're wiggling, and they're not really doing you any harm right now. But
God.
as you keep going, and
Right now
you-
is
Yeah,
a lot
that's
of
the
work.
imperative phrase right there.
they're not doing anything right now because, as you will see in a moment, when you continue down the passage, so that like you're not, so that you're kind of surrounded by them, they all sort of whip up, and there's just a lot of these, I guess, tendrils of, I will call them wiggling fungus, and they immediately start to attack you. There's not much you can do about it. So
Ugh.
first combat. This
No,
is
thank
a
you.
moment of truth. Let's see how this goes. Let's decide on a turn order, I guess, first.
Well,
Does anyone have anything that they immediately want to do?
I immediately want to start shooting at the first thing that seems threatening. That seems like what I would do as a panic-stricken coward.
Yeah, go for it. So if you want to do that, go ahead and roll me kill and either Warren or Wild. If you have none of those, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So
How close would you say we all are together?
You guys are all like you. It's impossible not to be clumped together. The widest you can go is too wide, and
Okay.
like there's
Okay.
not enough headroom anyway. But yeah,
kill
headroom has
wild.
nothing
Uh,
to do with it, I
I
don't
want
know why.
everyone to know that everyone that's within arm's reach of me has +1 blood protection.
Oh,
This
sick.
is true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
You can all mark your blood protection. In fact, I just remembered, Cleaver, you are on tier 1, so all of your protections are 1.
Yeah,
because
I've
of
got.
your
Oh,
Well,
nice.
wouldn't I be a +2 on Echo because I have a +1 to Echo?
No, so it doesn't stack that way.
Oh.
Your ability means that your minimum cannot be below that. If you have something that adds 1,
Mm.
it still stays at 1. It just can never dip below 1 for any
Damn.
of your resistances.
Gotcha. So, the blood is still at 1 then, it's not at 2?
Exactly, it's still at 1.
Okay.
Wait, so
Gotcha.
All
mastery
of you guys
doesn't
can
stack?
Yeah. Mastery does not stack. You can only gain mastery from one thing at a time.
Oh, okay, okay. What is
Otherwise,
the
I guess you could...
+0 next to mastery on our sheets?
There,
Where-
+0.
Like it says
Let me
mastery
see.
+0.
Oh, yeah, if you just want to custom add dice, it just gives you the option.
Oh,
to do
okay.
that.
So that's the
It
number of
shouldn't ever
dice.
really be necessary. Yeah.
Okay, doke. All right. So I'm gonna try to shoot past. I'm sort of at the back, and so these things are like, or what are they? They're like wiggling mushroom creatures.
They're wiggling mushroom, just literally just tendrils. It kind of seems like the...
Oh.
I know I said earlier the tunnel wasn't sentient, but that was just me putting an example. It does kind of seem like it is
That was
somewhat
a lie.
sentient in that.
So that was a lie. Okay, so these are like emerging from the mushroom clusters, like either vines or tentacles of some sort.
Exactly, just from the walls, from the ceilings. Right now there's only about 5 of them, and they look pretty weak anyway. So
Okay.
once you deal with the 5, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
So I'm gonna.
we could kill you guys, or we
What
could
is-
just keep.
What is the
moving.
difference between kill and hunt?
Hunt is when something is fleeing and you want to go after it and stop it.
Oh,
Kill
okay.
is when you are fighting back against something.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to kill it with all of my killing ability.
Awesome. So you roll a kill and either
wild
or
Agility.
if you have.
Okay, 8 success.
Right, I feel like no one heard me say Achillity, and I need to say it again.
Yeah, I know, I love it.
Oh man, if TK was here, he'd be so happy right now. He loves puns so much.
That was a good one. That was a really good one. I wish I could mechanically do something for that, but no. So you
Kill
take no
plus
stress.
wild.
Go ahead and roll
Inspiration.
your weapon dice.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. One of them just immediately explodes into like just tiny wisps of fungus, I guess, like a dandelion, I suppose. Just little shreds of meaty, not meat, shower down upon all of you.
Non-meat.
Not
Whatever fungus is made out of.
Yeah, exactly. The
That scientists
creature
are still
that is
baffled by because they're like, it's something, all right. It's fungus. That's what it is.
precisely. That's one down for the
Umami.
goal.
Can I use
I
my
mean,
ability?
if you want, you can 100% just let Short take care of all of them. But I'm just like, there's no turn order. Do whatever you want.
Do I have a limit to
Can I-
my ammo, or just having the gun?
No, you
assumes.
don't. No, you
Okay,
don't.
great.
Infinite
I didn't want to
bullets.
work that in as a mechanic. No.
Okay, gotcha.
Can I use my ability Horrendous Bite?
Yes, you can. Does that do damage though, or is that just like consuming a resource? Just can you put it in chat? This little bell should
Yeah.
do it.
I will certainly. How do I? Yeah. Oh,
The
this
bell?
guy, right? Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Once
the
per
bell.
situation, when you inflict stress with an unarmed attack on an adversary, you may choose to lower the difficulty by one
Ah,
step
right,
to a
okay.
minimum. Of
To a
standard.
minimum standard. Okay, they're already standard difficulty. These guys aren't
Oh.
particularly threatening. They're also very, very weak. Like
Okay.
limited one shots if you hit them.
Then yeah, can I just stab it with a knife?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll again, kill and warn or wild, whichever one you have. You cannot do both. It has to be just the one. Okay, success at a cost. All right. So you can go ahead and roll your your weapon dice.
How do? Oh, there. All right.
3. Okay. You swing at this one. It's very, very nearly like off. If you think of them as stalks, you've kind of cut through 90% of the stem. It's still kind of there, attached by the slimmest of threads, but it just seems to be wiggling aggressively now. It's kind of mad. I don't think the mushroom feels pain, but it's just almost very, very almost close to dead. And let's see. So
are left.
sorry. Oh,
How
there's
many
still
left?
4. 1 is almost dead. 3 are still alive and kicking. I'm going to say
Because I
that
was gonna
you.
also hit it with my scrap sword, maybe.
Oh yeah, you could do that. I'm just looking. I need to roll stress against you because you took stress. So that
Okay.
is, you'll take 1 stress, and let's make that for blood. As you swing at it, the sudden like
But you
whipping.
have
This.
+1 protection for
Oh,
blood.
you do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the sudden whipping will like whack you in the face, but you feel nothing.
I growl back.
You feel nothing.
I
Okay, perfect.
feel nothing. Wait, isn't
Go
that
And you could
God
do
of War?
you could do that again. Just roll another hit dice for me. The same roll as you did before.
Me?
Yeah. If you wanna go again, or if someone else
Well,
wants to.
it sounded like Ree wanted to go. I can wait for Ree.
Yeah, so I'll do a attack with my scrap sword, which is my weapon.
Okay.
Sorry. So what do I need to see if I have?
So you need to. Do you have either Warren or Wild?
I have Warren.
Okay, so then in the second drop-down
Oh,
menu, pick Warren,
Warren.
and for the first one, pick Kill.
Okay.
And
And
then just roll.
I don't have kill skill, but I have
You
kill
don't have a kill
on
skill,
my
so yeah,
weapon.
you won't get another dice from that, but you should
Okay.
just roll 2, I believe. We'll see if that works. Hell yeah. Okay. So
Oh, that doesn't seem good.
you miss entirely. Let's see. I like that. So you
I don't,
swing.
but that's nice. I'm glad that you do.
You swing and you miss. Like you spin around and you just kind of clonk down on your
My
on your
goggles
butt
are all
really hard.
smoked up.
You can get right back up immediately, but you just feel like a proper fool, and so you will take. Oh, that's unfortunate. 4 fortune stress.
Woof!
That's a
Alright.
lot.
That is.
Huh?
It's a bad roll. Well, it's a good roll for me, but. Uh,
You're not the
Go
enemy,
ahead.
Oddish.
this is the smallest bit of power that can go to someone's head.
You're hurting your friends.
All right. Who wants to go next? Has anyone not had a turn yet, Albert?
Are any of them getting close to Murith?
They're kind of all around you. If you want like an accurate, I guess, representation of where they are, there were like maybe 3 in front of you, 1 is dead, so there's 2 in front of you and 2 behind you. One of the ones in front of you is like swinging by a tiny thread because they're almost dead.
Is there one close enough that Mirth can just kick it from where she is without having to actually move?
You could do 2 in 1. Like you can just move up to it and hit it. This is very like story theater of the mind. Do whatever you'd like. I would say I'm not gonna make you roll for moving close to it because these things they don't have a single brain cell between them. So you can just move up to it for free and you can take a swing.
Okay. Mirth just,
Right.
she doesn't have a weapon, so she just goes for a swing with her cane. Don't touch me, you filthy little thing.
Okay, you go ahead and it's still Kill and Warren. Oh, nice. Okay. You don't have Warren or Wild, I assume, right?
Nope.
Okay. So yeah, you swing at it and you connect. You just roll a d4. I think you'll have to do that from the side menu because there's no fists in the sheet, right? Oh yeah. Okay. Which one are you attacking? Just any old one, or do you want to hit the one that's already damaged?
She'll hit the one that's already damaged.
Okay. Well, that one also similarly to the one. Actually, no, because you punched this one, it just hangs limp like a noodle from the ceiling. It's just dangling there.
Ow.
You know
No.
it seems to be dead. It seems to be dead. It's not moving. You're pretty confident that you've killed it. That being said, let's say I need to roll for stress. 3. Oof. What did you do? You punched it or you kicked it?
She went for smack.
She went for okay. So this thing was like really rubbery, and so there was a lot of friction. So when you punched it, kind of took some skin off of your arm, and
Yes.
so you take.
No.
It'll be 3 blood stress.
-1 maybe.
-1. Yes. Please keep reminding me. I will forget.
I am trying very hard to be helpful.
To you.
Not to me. It doesn't help me. It only helps y'all.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, what doesn't help you and only helps others?
Get behind me. My major ability.
Mm.
Oh,
Any
right,
ally within arm's reach of me gains +1 blood protection.
right. Yeah, that's not you, unfortunately. Yeah, you're right.
Yep, not me.
But yeah, so you take 2, and if you want to retroactively, because someone took 4 before, and I don't think you
Oh no, that was
marked
Reed.
that down. Oh, okay, fair.
Yeah, that
So
was me.
is standard. All right, so take two blood damage because of a very grazed arm. And yeah, who wants to go next? There's 3
Hey,
left.
Zeno. Stop getting in close to him. Let me take him out. I take another shot at one of these things.
Go for it. Roll for it.
Okay. Critical failure.
Whoa!
Okay. Yikes. Let me roll for stress before I see exactly what happens.
Take
So that's
double
4.
stress.
You'll take 4 stress. I'll tell you what it is in a second.
Oh god.
I'll make this fortune as well. You like to think that you're a pretty good shot, right? You're part of the Hounds, peacekeepers. Well, they're supposed to be peacekeepers of the Undercity. You're so ready to shoot the living hell out of that mushroom, and you just really boff it. Like it would ping. Actually, no, it doesn't ping because it's fungus. But it just goes straight into the wall, missing everything entirely. You had like 3 targets to hit. You didn't hit a single one. You just feel really, really bad about it. So you will take 4 fortune damage.
Okay.
Reduced by if that.
I would like to use
Are you
my
sure-
my
are you sure it's
core
not mine?
ability. You're doing the negotiating. Oh god, I'm getting worried about the ongoing D&D already. All right, I would like to use my collateral ability, which says you have a
Okay.
knack for getting behind someone else when things kick off. Once per session,
boy.
allocate stress to the nearest friendly target, PC or NPC, instead
You
of
guys are
marking
all
it
really clamped
yourself.
together, so there's no nearest one. Pick someone. I'm gonna make you do this. You have to pick someone to.
I'm going to I'm going to give it to oh wait, someone just did something. Pug, thank you for the resubscribe.
Hey.
Stalling.
Stalling. I'm going to give it to Murith because they've been so nice to me so far.
All right. Unless there's anything to negate that, Marith, please take 4. I guess -1. So
So you say it's fortune?
fortune. Yeah, 4
Yeah.
fortune. But then I think someone's protecting you. I forget who. Is it?
My
is
thing
it
is
Ray?
only
Kind old
blood.
lady.
Oh, it's only blood. Then unfortunately, you take 4.
Ugh, what a relief. I'm safe.
You are safe. You want to make up for it? And does anyone want to go
Marith
next, or are you
scares
happy to
you.
let Gent try again?
Yeah,
Ah,
you distracted me. You all distracted me with your poor attacks. Oh, I'll be fine. I'll shoot again. Don't worry.
100% hit Gent up the outside of the head.
Ow! Ah! One of them hit me.
You're embarrassing yourself.
I take another shot.
You're embarrassing me.
Even though I can't see straight right now, I'm gonna take another shot right now. Wait, I'm a better shot when I'm blinded? Alright, that's canon.
So, okay,
That's a good
perfect.
note to take.
So roll for damage, please.
7.
Oh, overkill. Again, this like your gun is absolutely blowing the ever living shit out of these little tendrils. Like there's no limp dangling off the ceiling. No, they explode like fully. No trace of them left whatsoever.
How many are
So there's
left?
one
And
more?
that is 2 left.
2
You
left?
can
left.
just keep going at it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll try to kill it again
Okay.
with my bad sword. Can I eat the mushroom to get wild?
You 100% could.
I refuse to eat
Okay,
mushrooms.
I do it.
Oh no. Oh, you're not a. I thought it was Ruthie asking. You're not a cleaver. Cleavers are the one who eat things and gain their abilities.
Oh, so for me, having haze mushroom does nothing.
No, it is a thing you can trade later, or
Okay.
I
Gordon
guess.
will
I can
happily
use it as a
accept.
Or
resource later,
give
but
to
I won't
Rorden
eat
to
it.
make Rorden even stronger.
All right, and then I'm just gonna roll my normal self.
Oh, nice.
Much
Okay.
better.
Roll for your damage.
How do I do?
Wait. Oh, yeah. You can roll just using the side panel if you want, or you can just alter it for the time being in the drop-down menu.
My damage is just this D6 damage.
Yes. Yeah. You can upscale it to a D8 instead. Oh, you know.
Wow, that was great. That was great.
No.
That's-
Okay. I will. You can do that again because your scrap sword was originally D6, right?
Yeah.
So you get to increase the outgoing stress die size by 1 because you got a critical success. So you
Oh,
can roll a D8
okay.
instead of a D6.
Oh, nice.
Thanks. Great, cool. Awesome.
Perfect
No way.
rolls. Perfect.
No shot. I guess. Well, you hit phenomenally, and you think you would cleave this thing in two, but you kind of make like the equivalent of a paper cut on the mushroom. It's really embarrassing. You don't take any stress from it, but I think it
I
just
don't feel,
generally
I don't
does
feel
stress
good
you
about
out.
this, but look, it's just not my expertise, okay?
I'm
Okay,
on it.
perfect. There's
I
only
would-
there's yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Character sheet.
Okay. That is not a hit.
Cool.
So
I play
um,
around with the limp noodle like it's like a punching bag.
I like that. You play around with the noodle and you take some mind stress. So because you're clearly losing it. Oh, it's a 1. It's only a 1, and then negate it, right?
We're gonna
Or is it-
lose to this. This is the equivalent of being TPK'd by goblins,
I am
right?
stressing the fuck out.
Our Bobkins. What are they called?
Macabre.
Goblins, yeah.
Bokoblins.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you take no stress. You're playing with it.
Yeah, I'm
It
having a
does.
great
it's
time.
dead. It doesn't seem to like it. You seem to like you can like it if you want.
I'm having a great time.
All right, who wants to
Nothing
go
can
next?
kill your
There's not a lot
spirit.
of them left.
All right, I guess.
I'm gonna go again.
Yeah.
Go for it.
No, Matt, you go again.
Okay. Okay.
You're better than I am.
All right. I can see now. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone.
Quick, someone cover his face.
What? Don't do it. Success at a cost.
Okay, success at a cost. Go ahead and roll your
Kill.
yeah. Okay.
I think this is broken. I think it's broken.
Yeah, you set it up bad. I don't like it.
And I'm pretty
do
sure
you wanna-
need to
do you
cover
wanna
your
hit
eyes
the-
to shoot better.
You want to hit the already wounded one?
Yes, I want to do. Oh no! I
already
angered the
wounded
doctor
one?
who can mend you. I don't like being antagonistic with owlbear. It hurts my heart. Yeah, the wounded one, please.
Okay, so you shoot at the wounded one. It does like a bit of damage. Like you can see a dent in its sponginess, but unfortunately the bullet straight up just ricochets and grazes you. So take.
God,
Are
damn
you
it!
serious? 4 blood damage, but I know you're protected somewhat against
Yeah,
that
I
by
am.
others. So
So 3 blood stress.
3.
Um,
And you know,
can I
if you had to guess, you'd say the mushroom was at half health. But if you had to guess.
On a scale of full to half, it seems like
How
it's
many
doing about
punches can this?
Can I bellow?
See,
Can I
the thing
bellow?
is, the way this works, you can go turn after turn after turn on your own. Just every roll you make, chance to take stress, right? So
Have we cleared enough of them out that we can get past, or are they immediately blocking our path at this point?
there's there's like one ahead of you. You could try and run by it. I would ask for a evade check from all of you. and
I'm
between
saying if there's
100%.
only one ahead of us, then maybe we should focus on that and just
Oh, yeah,
get
you
the
could-
hell
you could-
out of here.
yeah.
Because we're not.
You
I
could do
would-
that. Yeah.
I would also like to bellow an order and remove a D4 of blood stress from my guy
Very nice. Okay, that's once per situation or once per session.
once per situation.
Nice. Okay, go ahead. That makes me feel much better. These rolls
Would
have
you
been
like me to
really high
roll
for
the
me.
D4?
When you say my
Really low
guy,
for
you
you.
mean me, right?
I do.
Really?
All right, you get 2 blood stress removed from you.
Really? Oh, right. Everyone's protecting
I love that you're
me.
rewarding.
Yeah.
I love you rewarding the guy that fucking
The fucking bastard. Well, she doesn't know my dark secret yet, so.
No, and this is a guy who has helped me out in the past.
Yeah, in the past. So you're just seeing him be a petty bastard and get rewarded for it, whereas Murther, Murith, who's done nothing wrong. I kept saying Murther. It's like Shakespearean murder most foul. Oh shit, I'm getting the giggles now because we on our work Slack, one of the words that we get, it'll insta ban a chat comment if you say a murder. Like if you were saying I listened to a murder podcast last night, you'll get your message immediately blocked. So now we just say Shakespearean murder podcasts all the time. Just every time I read it, I'm like murder. Okay, all right. So I am healed. I am healed.
Try to
You are
attack
healed. You
again.
can attack
okay,
again. Yeah.
I'll attack after after Tony.
Yeah. Okay. No.
Well, I don't feel good about that.
Yeah. You really don't feel. So what are you trying to attack with? Remember, do you have a unarmed thing or do you have a weapon?
My scrap sword.
Okay. You swing at the thing, but I guess you misjudge the depth or something. So your swing goes like straight past it, and through some bending of, I guess, suspension of disbelief, you slash your rucksack full of supplies you're carrying. So you will
God
take.
damn it.
Damn! What is
Okay,
with these
hold on.
rolls? The D4. I missed the D20.
Let me just
the
roll
sweet-
again.
Jesus!
and see. Yeah,
Oh.
so it's not broken. It's just unfortunate.
is
but we will
broken.
take the first one.
Yeah,
so you'll
that's what
take
I
4
thought.
supplies damage.
That's what I thought. That's broken, alright. This is just
4
like
supplies
Gollum.
stress.
It's broken
I'm
as
having a
hell.
bad time, you guys.
I am.
Perhaps healing me some more would make you feel better.
And perhaps you shooting straight would help us do better.
You're gonna
we're
get it
right.
next.
In fact,
I'm really rooting for you
I
guys
can
to
take-
kill this one mushroom.
Oh shit. I'll do it. I've got all the powers. Watch, and I shove Rorden at it.
all right.
Pokemon Go.
Are you actually gonna do that? Sure.
Yeah,
Well, Ruthie said they were gonna attack next, so.
yeah.
You know,
Success, take no stress. There you do it.
sure, okay, perfect.
Can
So
we say that Gent tossed me at the wrong mushroom?
of course, no, go for it. Yeah, so he was trying to throw you to the one ahead of you guys, the one that was already damaged, and the one that killing it would have let you run away.
I'm trying to
I don't know
help Tony
how-
by giving it another thing to attack.
I don't know how he manages to fling you behind
Because
him,
I'm
but
drunk
he does.
as fuck. I don't know what we're doing. I just am scared as hell. I see a dog and I throw it at the tentacle.
I've literally done that before.
Okay, perfect.
At a sushi place.
This mushroom too. It's dead. Honestly, it's dead. It's dead. Whatever. It's dead. You slash through it like barely. You can tell that it's kind of on the. You barely killed it, which isn't great for you guys, but you did kill it at the very least. But there still is the problem of the one in front of you.
I got
That
it. We're
is-
safe now. I did it.
Yeah, you've cleared a pathway to back to where you came
Yes.
from. But the path onwards is still blocked.
You did a great job, Rorden, honey. We need to kill the other one, though.
Yes.
Oh, I'll kill it.
I'm sure
I
you
close
will.
my eyes bravely. Okay.
Hell yeah, okay. Go ahead and roll your damage first.
Okay.
Nice. The one in front of you is also absolutely eviscerated.
Okay. Cool.
That being said, I guess it was already kind of half dead, so you clipped it, and I guess you'd miscalculated the rebound on the thing. It kills the thing, but it pings off you and grazes your other arm because you have
God damn
arm,
it!
right?
This fucking tunnel full of bouncy ass mushrooms.
And
I
it
can eat the mushrooms.
How much?
Go right
how
ahead.
much damage?
1,
Oh, see,
which is
that's
negated, right?
0 because of blood protection.
Oh,
but a
yes.
scratch.
'Tis but a scratch. Wow, we all made it out alive.
Awesome.
I pat
so
myself
perfect. You
on the
guys
back.
succeeded at that, and that typically would be. I think that would typically. Frankly, it was supposed to be a D4 against it, but you guys put your heart into that. So let's see.
We
What?
tried. We
4,
tried our
which
best.
is.
Is that the
Alright.
Delve's health going down?
That's the Delve's health going down. You
Okay,
don't have a
okay.
lot to go, fortunately. No more combat, because that was.
Too scary.
Am I able to mend between landmarks?
Yes, you are able to mend. What I would recommend is, sure, you have the thing where you guys can kind of take a sit rep for a while without adding to the resistance, right?
Yeah, I have once per delve. You can find a way out of the way location.
Once per
where you
delve,
can
perfect. I would
catch your
suggest
breath.
you use that, because I really don't want to up the number again.
Yeah, I find an alcove and I put tobacco in my pipe and I start smoking it nervously, hands jittery, shaking.
So yeah, like as you guys are going, there's literally just an alcove hollowed into the wall that you guys can all sit down and take whatever rest you need to. Do what, like, you can use abilities, you can mend, you can do whatever you'd like.
So
How does mending hurt?
yeah.
Okay, so with mending, if you have the skill, it's the same as usual. You will do a mend and you will do a warren or wild. If you're medicating yourself, it's a risky action. If it's to someone else, then
yeah,
it's standard.
if you're on somebody else. All right, then I'm not going to do anything to myself then cuz I don't know how to do anything.
Right.
You could try to mend me. I'm
Oh
wait,
yeah, I can, but we do have a doctor, right? Maybe that's
wait,
probably
I guess
better.
Wait, does mend work for fortune or supplies, which are my
Okay.
problems?
So, it works. Let me check the rules real quick. But if I'm right, it's only for blood, mind, and supplies. No fortune, no echo.
Okay. I would love
Sorry,
to
no fortune and no echo. Yeah.
have some help mending my bad supplies.
Yeah, go for it. Go ahead and roll for that.
It is something I can do for myself.
It is. Supplies is
Cuz you can
something you
forage,
don't.
right?
Yeah, but for supplies, my bad. It's not a mend thing because that doesn't. It's a delve plus whatever. Warren or wild.
So
So
if I do, I've got delve and I've got warren.
Yeah, so you check, you list both of those. It should let you roll, I think, like 3 dice.
Come on, baby.
Oh, nice, perfect. Okay, so you take no stress from that. You can refresh. I'm sorry. You can take 1 off of supplies.
1 stress off of supplies.
You can take 1 stress off of supplies.
Your dice are fucked.
It's either 4s or 1s.
Careful.
Yeah, but only when it matters.
Hey, Pug, thanks for the 50 biddies. I appreciate that. Recommend? Yeah, I heard that too, Ray. I heard that too. Thank you very much, Pug, for those biddies. I love to hear Homer scream. Let's get some Tifa. Let's get some Tifa in here too to celebrate Tifa's seeming death from today's trailer. And the fact that they don't have a blanket big enough to cover her upper half. That was my takeaway from that trailer. Like everyone else, even Barrett was covered up, but they're like, well, it is Tifa. We should leave her cleavage exposed. This is what the gamers came for. All right.
Do another roll to try to fix my supplies again.
Oh, you 100% could, but you also, again, run the risk of taking stress. Though I guess with your rolls, with 3 dice, it should be.
How far away is Ree from taking Fallout? Or when does that happen?
Actually, that is phenomenal. Okay.
Is that at the end of a delve?
No, so it should. I think I've just been forgetting. Because every time you mark stress is when it's supposed to happen, but from the future, I'll just keep that in mind.
Okay.
All right. Well, I just took stress from trying to heal my stress.
Did you fail entirely, or did you? Yeah, you
No,
failure
just
takes stress.
So you were looking for more supplies. You were really clumsy. You tripped in the dark or something, and your bag of supplies goes.
Man, what a mean description.
Flying. You try and get what you can back.
I swear to God, if you roll another fucking 4.
3, so that's much nicer.
I think your protections still count. Does anyone have protection they can mark that down with? No.
I don't think I can share mine.
You can't share? Okay, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. I would if I could.
Well, if anyone else wants to try to help me in any way, that would be appreciated.
I can try.
I'm
Okay,
just
so-
dying over here.
You can't die from lack of supplies, can you?
I just feel like I really helped out a lot with that whole like weird suffocation route, like tunnel thing, and some
Yeah,
support
but
would
you
be
helped
much
a craven
appreciated.
bastard. Imagine that my character is Mitch McConnell, and he's just like relieved and smoking sullenly and not thanking anyone.
Totally thought you were about to say Mitch, and I was like, wow, I'm telling Mitch.
No, Mitch would be cracking some hard luck jokes right here. That's a little.
I see Roran successfully mended someone.
Or
Who would you
wait,
like
no
to
wait,
mend?
I'm not supposed to mend, am I? Can I delve and like retrieve the supplies? Because I
Yeah, if
have an
you-
ability where I can see in the dark.
Right. So it's you can 100% do that.
Okay.
I'll give you mastery on that. I'll give you.
Oh, mastery?
Is it already
word?
3? I thought you were only rolling with 2. I mean, you succeeded anyway.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Do you have any delve equipment?
I don't have
again?
any delve equipment, but what I have is an ability called
It's
Darkling
pluck
Eyes.
and spirit.
A good attitude.
That too.
Yeah,
Okay.
we both made the same
increase.
joke.
I have knack on delve. That's why.
What I
Okay.
do have is a song.
No,
in
I
my
don't think
heart.
you. I don't. Do you actually have a knack on delve, or did you just
Yes.
put that there because you thought it was funny?
I thought I got it.
I have a knack on
Because you
delve.
thought it was funny.
No, I didn't just put it down because it was funny. I could have sworn like I thought I had something.
What's your wait? Oh, once per situation.
Because I thought it was really funny, but I didn't want to take it out because.
That's fair.
Wait,
it was
what?
funny,
Wait,
yeah.
what's funny? I don't understand.
So
I'm
you know
Googling.
how in your sheet, if you have a knack, there's a text box next to it that you can write down that you have a knack in it. She just wrote down knack baby, and I thought that was really funny because it's a donkey reference. So I didn't remove it.
Knack
I snapped
baby.
it.
It
I
would
could have
should be
sworn I had
knack
a knack
too.
for delve. Okay.
Okay, so just
Never
to
mind.
clarify, you don't have a knack. You don't.
It does not look like
I
it,
think
no.
mine says
Okay,
knack,
but
but
since
I
you
don't
rolled
think it's a
with-
real knack. It says
Yours does say knack.
it
What?
says you have a knack for getting yourself in just enough trouble to find the truth, but it's not.
that's not- that's not a
just
natural
flavor,
knack.
right?
Yeah.
That's a knack too.
But since you rolled with mastery anyway, it equates to kind of the same thing, right? You would have rolled 3 dice anyway, but it's a success. So you can also refresh for supplies to whoever you'd like.
Me,
Bree,
please.
how much? Bree, how much you got?
I have currently 6 stress on supplies.
Then
6? Oh crap!
Yeah, just
Thank you.
Tony, you dropped this. You tripped on that rock there. I ate
Yeah,
the rock for you.
I love how Tony is currently sitting on, I think, what, 10 stress, now down to 6, while
Now
Gent is
down
on
to
like
6.
1.
Yeah,
Okay.
That
that's-
fortune roll really fucked me.
Okay, do you guys want to
Hey,
do anything else? You can spend as much time mending and stuff as you want. Just
Tell me,
remember
Rick.
that the more you do this, the more likely it is you will also
Oh,
stress.
I get it.
What do you?
Did either of you take stress? Did either of you happen to get hurt back there? She pulls out her psyker's bag.
I did. Heal me first. I'm the most important. And therefore
Meredith
most
completely
lovable.
ignores Gent.
I'm like
Not
holding out
surprised.
I've got like a tiny scratch on my arm. Kiss this. It
Yeah.
hurts.
I mean, I'm alright. I'm feeling pretty unlucky, but you know.
Yeah, because keep in mind, even if you roll to help him mend, he's not the one who takes stress, it's you. So,
I'm afraid my medical supplies can't heal your luck. But Roden, are you okay, darling?
I'm peachy. I want to eat a peach.
I'm
Did you get
peachy.
hurt or anything?
No.
do you have, Ruthie, do you have any abilities that let you refresh just from eating things? Like, is
I
there
do
anything?
actually, yes.
Yeah, because if you need to, you could just use that.
Go Mets.
Yeah, I do have a randomly beating heart, and I have rejuvenation, so
This
I'm saving
fucking
that
game.
for later.
Okay, makes sense. But you can also eat the mushrooms to like refresh
Yes.
D4, right?
Yeah.
So if
Wait,
you would like to do that, please go ahead.
is Hector here?
He should be. I think he's playing Tears of the Kingdom. But he should be
But did Hector see? Did you see the Alan Wake 2 trailer where there's just like a heart in a fucking thing? It's just and she's like an FBI agent. And there's like a human heart sitting in like an old abandoned freezer, and she picks it up. She's like, a tattooed heart, and she just palms it with her hands. I'm like, what the fuck? You're the FBI. Use a baggie or something. I mean, I feel like Mulder would put that shit in a
Gently
baggie. What's happening in this game?
caress the heart.
Yeah. Yeah. That's Alan Wake 2. Yeah. They were just showing like the new character, the FBI lady. And she just like not even surprised to see a heart. Not even the holy fuck that like Leon or Claire would say in Resident Evil. It's just like she looks at it and she's like, oh, a tattooed heart. It looks like it gained some more tattoos. And she's holding the fucking heart like it's an apple in her hand. I was like, what is happening?
Yummy.
What is this
Very
story?
tasty.
Okay.
I'm able to mend myself, but it's risky, right?
Yeah, you can mend yourself, but it is risky.
I'll mend you. Get over here.
I do not want you touching me.
Good. I just wanted to offer to get credit.
I can also try to help you out. Wait, so what can I use mending for?
You can use mending for either blood or mind, or you'll use your delve skill for supplies.
What does fortune
you-
represent? Money?
Fortune
luck.
represents just bad luck.
Oh, bad luck. Bad luck. Gotcha.
You need
Supplies
mending
is the
of blood?
catch-all for your money, your tools, everything.
Wait, someone needs mending of blood?
I was a bit hurt back there.
Blood for the
Happened to
blood
sort of
god.
grab my wrist, pulled some fur off. It's a little bit bloody.
Well, I can try. I can do my best. I just got some band-aids in my my bag here. So then I would roll with Mend and Warren.
Yep, mend and warren or wild, whichever one you have.
Come on, you sons of oh, hell yeah.
Nice. Okay, so you have a mend item, right? Or do you not?
No, I just
I do. Am I able to share it?
No, you unfortunately cannot. That's yours. That's it.
Rude.
Um,
No, it's mine. But I'm helping
So-
you. I don't care. It's mine. I have my name.
did I need an item?
no, you don't need an item because by default it's D4. I was just asking because if you had an item, it would be higher.
Oh,
Right,
I
So
see it.
roll.
by default it's D4. You got a critical success, so it's a D6. So you can refresh 6. What was it? Blood?
Yeah.
Hell yeah! You can refresh 6 blood. Whoever you were using it on.
Who was I using it on? Whoever
Marissa,
was her.
the old lady.
There you go, Murray.
It's
Feeling better? You
Marissa,
feeling
thank
better?
you.
All right.
Marissa,
Yeah,
I mean,
smell
you
good.
just I guess you keep going until you guys are.
My
as
nana
leveled up as
swears
you
by
wanna be.
this stuff.
It smells putrid, but it worked well.
Worked well.
Smells good.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Let me.
This game's hard.
I mean, that's what Nana always told me was if it smells
I
good,
am
it's not
realizing that now. Yes.
So wait,
after the
if-
mushroom fight.
if I understand this correctly, and the reason the combat isn't like structured like D&D is that I think this is a bit of metagame chat, but just so I understand the game better. In a situation like that we were just in, when perhaps
Yeah.
we want the person it's sort of like when the person who's the face does all the charisma checks in a party.
Precisely.
You want
Yeah.
the
So-
person with the best skill set for each job to take
Yeah.
the lead on that rather than each of us, because
Exactly.
like
So for combat specifically, you might be best. I have tried to add other kind of events where it won't just be combat that will help you on your.
well, I don't
delves,
know
so
because I
everyone
don't
gets
have
a chance to
mastery
shine.
on kill. I only have it on hunt. So I'm not necessarily best, but I do have this rifle, which could be long range. But I mean, I still can take stress with it.
That's true.
So-
Yeah. So yeah, you guys all healed up. You ready to move on, or
Yeah, I don't think I have anything else that I want to spend yet. If we're gonna have more
Yeah,
delves.
no. I need to
Okay.
figure out how to fix fortune, which I think I can only do in very specific places.
Yeah, so the thing is, when you get to a landmark, it will have a landmark is just a giant area. It'll have a bunch of haunts, which are like, I guess, like a clinic or a bar or
right.
something, which each contribute like to reducing fallout if you trade for resources.
A sex worker mansion.
Precisely. I don't have any of those in this, but
Ah,
maybe next time.
I have to go for some reason.
Just sex
Okay.
worker hovels.
Are you guys all...
I have a sex worker pit.
Okay, you guys are actually looking pretty good. That's good. Because I kept forgetting to check for Fallout, which was problematic, but you guys healed up at reasonable.
Yeah, yeah. What we needed was another thing to give us a deficit. So yeah, each time we probably the only person who probably could have taken Fallout is Ree when she had the
Right.
fortune deficit. But I think if that's okay, so the way it's supposed to work is whenever we take stress, you roll for Fallout, and if your roll is less than what we have, then we take Fallout. Right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why having a bigger number is bad.
It's bad, yeah, which is why when you guys... That's why I don't want you to accrue stress. Like, because I forgot to check for
That doesn't...
Fallout.
It seems like you do.
You guys were accruing it.
I mean, actions speak,
You guys...
speak louder than
You're
words,
fine.
my friend.
You're fine.
I'm
Alright, so
fine.
you
The
guys
rest of
ready
these...
to-
The rest of my meat sponges are getting in trouble here.
I mean, I didn't take damage at all. I didn't take any stress during the fight.
That's true.
Oh, you will.
Yeah.
You will.
I took the fortune stress from Ghent.
Yeah, thanks for that.
All right.
But more like,
We can
I don't
move on
remember
when you
taking
guys
any
are ready.
damage. I've never taken damage. It's never happened. Huge.
Right, Ghent.
What about the boo boo on your arm that you were asking?
It hurts so
Merc
bad.
for? I could take care of that.
Yeah, mend it.
You don't need. Yeah, you don't need two of those, right?
No! I yank my arm away. It's already in your mouth.
Gordon, you don't want to eat that. You don't know where that's been hiding.
I've eaten a lot of things. I don't know where they've been.
the wall mushrooms.
The more questionable, the better.
Yeah, it tastes better.
All
And
right.
that one's been marinating for some while.
I love you guys having this little powwow in a little mushroom cave.
Yeah, we could probably yell, and our boss, our hiring manager, still could hear us right now. It's like, what the hell are you doing? Well, you
He
can't.
just happens to be under the grove and they can hear us at the same time.
Yeah, he's just like shaking his head, eating lots of cyclosobins or whatever it is.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's probably a good time to move on if you guys are. ready,
Yeah,
of
yeah,
course.
let's
I don't
move
wanna
on.
rush you.
All right, let's keep going. Keep it moving.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I
So
said.
you guys leave your little cozy mushroom alcove that you guys have been in for a while, and it's a good thing above board like that you used that ability you had, sure, because the longer you take to heal and stuff, the kind of more resistance gets added back to the delve, which is it's a really convenient ability that you have. So as you guys are walking down the passage, you kind of realize that things are getting a little squirmier and squishier. Like, it's not as, firm as it once was. Like, it's still fungusy, but it's like softer fungus. And at some point, you literally just come to a fork in the road. They're both indiscernible from each other in that, like, you can't immediately tell which way is which, but feel free to like do some investigating. You don't have to commit right now. Just do some investigating.
Fork
or
in the
whatever
road.
you want.
Can I discern?
You can discern.
I want to sniff and see if I smell the alcohol that Ghent was talking about.
Smell the alcohol. Okay.
Wait, what alcohol?
Yeah.
Well, because we're trying to get to the place where Ghent's favorite bar is. So I'm trying to see if I can smell the bar.
Okay. So you
Oh.
cannot. Okay, so you cannot currently smell the alcohol, but you do smell from the left tunnel, like really nice, kind of earthy, woodsy sort of smells, I guess. From the right, it's just like it's just fungus and just other
that-
generally unpleasant things. You get
Morels?
the sense that
Loose
Sorry?
morals.
Morels? Is that Chanterelles? What am I?
Chanterelle. That's a good stripper name. A good sex worker name. Sex worker hole.
Also a delicious mushroom. That's fine. I'm just naming mushrooms over
Shiitake.
here.
So yeah, feel free to do with that information what you will. But I mean, it was a success, so I assume you take the. I'll tell you, I guess, because this isn't meant to be a riddle. The nice smelling one is the nice way to go.
It's a trick. Don't listen to him. He's trying to kill us.
Something tastes good about the left.
All right.
Good in general or good
Wow,
to
you guys
you?
are
Yeah.
almost out of here.
Is the,
Good in general
uh,
and good to
it's
you.
new.
So you guys are you smell this really nice smell, and I guess I hope you proceed down the tunnel to the left, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And as you walk, things continue to get squishier, but like in the sense that when you look down, you can see the floor, the walls, the ceiling are slowly turning from fungus into like, there'll be patches of dirt here and there. From the ceiling, you'll see a couple of like roots hanging down, and things just generally seem to be getting better. As you do that, though, there are some more spores. These ones are like, I guess, I don't know how to explain it, but they're a lot more, I guess, they're not, it's like not like a solid wall of fog like you saw before. These are just kind of gentle, like good vibes spores. You know what I mean? You,
Delicious
they
ones.
refresh you. You feel good walking through them. But as you, let's say, who wants to just for flavor? Who's taking the lead? Who's up in front?
Not me. I'm at the back,
I can
cowering.
because it makes sense if I'm sniffing the air.
Oh right.
Yeah, yeah.
So you
still
turn
did it.
around, just to like, hey guys, this is going really great. So you turn around, and you can't help but notice that at the back of the group is another Rodent Gamzee, just kind of chilling, walking along with you guys. Because, at the back of the group, no one really turned around to check until you did just now. But, having seen this, I don't know what you want to do about it.
Rorden is going to immediately walk up to this Rorden and just like start sniff, and then just, whoa. What do I taste like? And I'm just gonna take a cursory lick.
You're just gonna take
Can
a
we see
cursory
them
lick.
now?
Okay.
Now that-
Everyone, now that it has been brought to your attention, everyone kind of turns around. But the
Oh,
thing
God.
is, you don't know who is who.
Which one do I
Obviously,
shoot?
exactly. So, nobody knows who's who. Rorden goes up and licks, other Rorden, and other Rorden does exactly the same thing back.
Yeah.
Ah.
They're kissing.
No. I lick you. You don't lick me. I lick you first.
This doppelganger of yours seems to be it's not mimicking because there's no delay to it. As you do a thing, other Rorden is also doing the thing. So to everyone else, it just kind of seems like there are two Rordens doing the exact same thing at the
like
same
when
time.
a dog sees itself in the mirror and starts
Exactly.
freaking out.
Intruder.
There's no immediate signs of like hostility or anything, but you do kind of get the sense this is something you should probably deal with.
Ignore it. Let's move on.
Can I can I try to discern which one
you
is
100% can,
real
try and
and
discern it.
or like if one of them is hostile? Which one is real and or also is the not real one dangerous or is it
Right.
harmless?
Because these guys are so similar to each other, this will be like a risky check. There's no inherent like risk, but
It's just hard.
it'll
Okay. So I'm using discern and Warren.
right. So I guess it
Okay.
cancels out and you just roll the one dice, but it should do that automatically.
Well, it'll do. Wait, what?
Oh, you have both skills. Okay, then you should roll two. Yeah.
Yeah, but then it will just remove the highest one, right?
Yeah. If it should sort that out. Like usually you'd roll
Fuck!
3. Oh, nice. Okay.
Why is
did
that
you-
nice?
Got an 8.
Oh, did you not roll an 8?
Oh, but it's risky.
You said it was risky.
But if you check the risky thing, does it not automatically take out? Like, have you selected risky
Oh, I
in your
didn't
sheet?
check risky because I don't know how to. Oh, no.
So next
didn't
to the
do that.
plus, the
So it
plus
takes
for
out
zeros.
the 8 then?
I see it now. So
So it's a
but
3.
I'll
But
let you
I just
do that
obviously
again
it
if you
takes out
want.
the 8.
Yeah, reroll.
Yeah, cheat.
All right, for sure.
You have the DM's blessing. Might as well.
2.
Cool,
That's even
good.
better than
The
3.
same thing.
Right.
You have no idea which, which Rordan is which, and like the uncanniness of this bizarre interaction is like really starting to freak you the fuck out, man. So, let's see.
Every
I swear to
time!
fucking God.
Every time! Time to roll for Fallout, right? Gotta see if Ree loses
Yeah, so
her
take
brain.
mark 4 mind stress and then do a Fallout test, please.
I
Thank you.
love this game. It is really so hard. It reminds me of the Alien TTRPG that one guy was telling me about, where it's just like, oh yeah, and then if you move, you die, and
You
then
take major fallout. That is unfortunate.
oh
On the bright side, you can clear all of your stress. That's the one good thing about
wait, what?
Uh,
minor is clear whatever
Wait,
fallout
what did you
take.
roll?
The cat.
I
think
rolled an 8, and I have a total of 10 stress.
10. Yeah.
10 stress? Wait, what's it? Oh, it's like versus the total of all stress, not
It is
one
versus the
facet.
total.
That sucks. Ah.
It does. It quite does. Okay. So you take major fallout of the mind. Just clear all of your stress in the meantime while I see what I can apply.
Cool.
I know these rolls are not.
Oh, sorry,
Okay.
I clear all my stress?
Yeah.
Yes, you clear all stresses from everything.
And then you're gonna take a thing. You're gonna take a
Right.
fallout.
Yep. Oh, yeah, no, it's going to be bad.
Oh, I like this. So,
don't.
you take. It's called Phantasm. So it's similar to a thing
Cool.
called Figment.
Cool.
So
Two
you
of my favorite
think-
characters.
Yeah, exactly, right? So you think. I'll just read out the description for you. You lose track of what's real and what's not. I get to pick a major fallout from a different resistance, and I tell you have it. Until this fallout is removed, you are convinced that you're suffering from this fallout, no matter what the others tell you, and you suffer from all the appropriate other effects. So I just gotta, I guess, pick a second thing. Let's see.
Wait, so everyone else knows what's wrong
yeah.
with, but I don't believe that that's correct.
So it's
Exactly.
psychosomatic.
So
But y'all can help me. I just can't help. I will not think that you're helping correctly until
Oh,
you.
I
Well,
see.
it depends on what I give you. So, for instance, I'm gonna give you broken leg. Okay. So any action involving leg, so like climbing, moving above a crawl, will that seems too harsh. Will automatically fail. You don't actually have it, but you think you do. You think your leg is broken. Everyone else knows it's not, but you significantly, you really do. If it makes you feel any better, you're almost out of here and you can almost heal up. So
It makes Ree feel a little better. I'll tell you what, it doesn't make Cody feel any fucking better.
There's two things. Ow, my leg. I get it.
I fall down.
Uh,
I fall down
Roden's,
immediately.
Roden's gonna reach into his bag, and I'll say it's like behind him, so
Uh-huh.
that the doppelganger can't know what he's grabbing.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna pull out the haze sad mushroom. What does the doppelganger pull out?
Doppelganger reaches into a fake bag and okay, let's see. I need to make this a roll. So we'll also make it a discern roll.
Okay.
Give me discern and wild or warren.
Critical success.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. The specter takes out literally nothing. Like you can kind of tell upon closer examination that when it does this, it's kind of like smoky and like to you anyway, every movement seems a little off. You need to find a way of conveying this to your friends because well actually no, I guess he pulled out nothing. She pulled out nothing. So all of
We
your
all
friends
saw it.
know.
Ha!
We all saw it, and with that, you don't even need to attack it. You, with that, the illusion kind of gently smiles and fades away into mist.
What the
And
fuck
as
was
that
that?
happens, from one of the walls in front of you, a huge clump of earth just kind of falls down, and light shines through, and you may exit the fucking tunnel.
Is Tony like limping now?
Tony is like broken legged, so I
Yeah.
mean, it doesn't matter anymore for flavor. You can carry Tony. You can leave Tony to fend for himself.
Wait, so is it psychosomatic or is Tony's leg really fucked? It's psychosomatic.
No, it's
isn't
psychosomatic. You
Okay.
can see that there is absolutely nothing wrong with this person. Tony is so convinced that their leg is broken.
All right,
Like,
I'm a
they
little
feel the
worried about
pain,
Tony,
they
and
feel
I'm
like-
gonna
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I'm gonna use let Tony use me as a crutch. For a
I could eat
moment.
it. I can just get rid of it and I can eat
No,
it for
it's
you.
fine. Don't fuck with it.
Tony, are you alright? Do you have a rock in your shoe?
Are you fucking kidding me? My fucking leg is broken.
Yeah, sure it is. Sure it is.
And with
Look,
that, you
just give me
guys
to a-
can finally
I
leave
need to, I
whenever
need
you're
a fucking
ready.
heal.
Okay, so we get out of here, and
So, okay. I need to make an on-the-fly decision, but this is fine actually. So you guys exit this tunnel, and
are you making it for
bizarrely,
time's sake?
yeah, for time's sakes, yeah.
Well, that's something I
Um,
wanted to ask you. Is if your whole adventure is planned to be longer than this, we could always, if at all possible, break it into a second session if you want to do it that way, so you don't have
yeah,
to
I
rush
mean that
it.
would work.
But
yeah.
I want to get everyone else's take on that too, because that's sort of what we did when my first homebrew one was gonna be doubly longer than we thought it would. So yeah, let's just take a vote now, and who would want to get it done, try to get it rushed in tonight, and who would want to do a potential second session so we can resolve it.
If you want it to be anonymous, I guess you can just use the X card, and I don't think anyone sees who that is, right?
Oh, right. Okay. So do we just put
So-
multiple cards up? Is that
Yeah,
how it
and
works?
I guess
Okay, I'll put mine. So do play if you want to do a second session, and do X if you want to do a end it tonight.
let me just test this real quick before you guys do that. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I don't see it. Do you guys need help summoning the cards? Okay.
Did I threw my card down. Can you see that?
Okay. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
It's mine. I put it where I want, Oddish.
Okay.
This is just like when you mess with my sheet. So to use the cards, hover over the cards on the battle map, and then click choose. It'll bring up the cards. Then from the pop-up menu, grab the card you want by clicking on it and dragging it to the.
Okay.
Reed, do you have a
page.
card down, or is that just your answer in the bottom? Okay. Well, that's
Okay.
everyone
That's just my
then.
answer. Like they're both fine. Like
Okay.
for me, and like whichever like dealer's choice to me. Like if you want to wrap up, I'm good for
Oh
that.
no, I'd love to
if you want to do another,
take this to its intended conclusion.
Yeah, whichever you want to do. This is your first DMing sesh, so I'm fine either way as well.
I mean, as in like not today.
Yeah,
I think
no.
the vote right now is for a future session, right? Yeah, I'd love to do a future session,
Totally.
and it won't
Yeah.
be
I
much of
imagine.
the prep work at all because it's already done.
Yeah, that's the way my first one went too. Because I overplanned my first D&D one shot, so it was like
It's so easy to do.
right. Yeah, because
Yeah.
you don't realize how long certain aspects of it are going to take, and especially when we're learning the system and want to do some RP,
Yeah.
it can really blow stuff out.
Real quick, like, thank you guys for this. Is so cool. I'm having so much.
Yeah,
fun.
this is fun. I don't know if
Yeah.
we're gonna survive 2 sessions, but I'm down to try it.
If it's a second session, I'll learn from this and probably rework balance. Is
Okay,
one thing that I
gotcha. Well, I think it's also just a matter of us trying to figure out, because it seems like anytime you roll, you can take stress. Which
Well,
so you
that's the
really
thing. The more you roll, the more you can succeed or fail. That's kind of, I guess, it's a self-balancing kind of
right.
thing.
So you
high
almost
risk, high reward.
yeah, exactly. So you almost don't
like
want to
it's-
roll unless you think it's something you need to do. I get that's my
Right.
theory anyway. I don't know if that's accurate.
Yeah, well, it discourages like frivolous actions.
Insight check. That's what one of our party members always says every Saturday, no matter what NPC is talking, just every single time. I wish there was stress on that one. Okay.
There's one like class in here that has like a cool feature called like liar, which is like if someone is lying to you and you roll good enough, they just start bleeding.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Damn,
That's
so
crazy.
cool.
All right, so
Well,
we're
yeah,
scheduled to
hopefully I
go
can get you guys to hit
until
some beats, and if you want that, yeah.
we're scheduled to go until I think midnight tonight. I would like to wrap up
Right.
around then just because I have to still work early on Friday. But if we
Yeah.
can just keep going for a little while, and if anyone wants us to bow out early under the assumption that we're already planning to do a follow up at some point, then we'll just do that. And we can either do it next week or just in a future week if possible.
Right.
All right, so let's continue on for the time being.
Okay,
So we left this first delve, yes?
Right. You left your first delve. Congratulations. Well done. You survived your first delve.
Barely. Oh,
So
jeez.
the tunnel collapses in front of you, and you walk out, finding yourself in a really light woods. The air smells crisp and clean, and right from where you came out, there's a path going down into the low fog. The way I'm describing it may seem threatening, but you get it's really not. The woods don't seem foreboding in any sense. They're deathly silent. Like you can't hear any birds, any animals, any life whatsoever. But there's a sort of sense of calm to the place. There's a path in front of you, like I said. It just kind of carries on through the woods. And yeah, you're free to do what you would like.
So when we look up, what are we seeing? Is it just
The fog would
rocky
obscure
growth?
your view
Oh.
of the ceiling.
Gotcha. Is
It's
this
to the point you still have okay visibility, but the cavern roof would be so high above you if there is a cavern roof, which for all you know there may not be. You just can't see it. It just
Hey,
looks like
can
a
we
gray
get-
sky to you.
Can we get me to a healer or something?
are we at a landmark, or is the forest
You
the
are
potential landmark?
you are in a landmark right now. I guess you're just trying to find the place where you can do stuff.
Oh, okay. So we're at the outskirts. So that forest
Yes,
is
exactly.
part of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. All right, let's move along. Maybe we can find someone to take a look at your
flat
leg.
area, and I can take care of your leg for you.
No. Let the other one. The non-eaten one. The one with the head.
I have a head.
Not
I
a
need
good
the
one.
heads.
Not a good one. Not one I can trust, I'll tell you.
So as you walk down the path, you keep going for a few minutes. It's a very, very pleasant walk for all of you except one, I guess.
Yeah. Hey,
Because of my fictional broken leg.
I need to get to a hospital.
Tony, you'll be fine. You'll make it.
I know I'll make it, but I need this leg for walking.
Or for my snacking.
So I can
Well,
specifically
when we get to
say
the
I'm
proper
walking
place, I
here.
can replace it with something wooden, okay?
Get off.
It's not gonna come off. We're gonna get it fixed. You think you just twisted it or something?
Tony, if it
Well,
comes
if it's
off,
too
do
broken,
I
it
have
does
your
have to come off.
permission?
Don't say that. Don't say that.
So as you're headed down this path, you see, emerging out of the fog as you walk by, a really kind of ramshackle cabin. It's made of wood. It's like a single light on in the window, a tiny little tendril of smoke coming through the chimney. As with the rest of the forest, there's no kind of ill intent. You can't sense anything horribly wrong with this. It seems really comfortable and really cozy. And, with that light on, you kind of, if you were to picture it in your head, like someone just sitting by a fire reading a book, it seems like a place that you really do want to head to.
I kick the door open and I just move in as if this is my new house. Like, I don't even care. And I find... Is there a table and chairs in there?
There are tables and chairs.
Okay.
It's very, sparsely furnished, but there is, a table with, 2 chairs.
Wherever there's a chair, I'm going to plop Tony down in it and help Tony put the leg up on the table or whatnot.
Thank you. Ken.
You kicked the door down, right? So
I
at the
didn't kick it down, but I kicked it open.
Oh, you just kicked it open.
Because I'm
Okay.
sort of supporting Tony with my right arm, I would imagine, and so I just kick it open with my left leg or some such.
Okay.
I guess it depends
Um,
which side.
So all the you're busy setting Tony down, and I guess, are you guys fussing over Tony? I don't.
No,
What
I
is your
just
general demeanor?
Gordon is sniffing everything, like just perusing, like, ooh, I could. It doesn't matter if it's edible or not. Just like, ooh, ooh.
Oh well, if you're
that
if you're
caramel?
perusing,
Yeah.
I'll
Did
I
we
guess
walk
describe
into
the place
someone's
to you.
house? Where did we walk into?
So you've walked into
Our new home.
It looked cozy. It looked cozy from the outside, and I guess on the inside it could be cozy if it had a little bit of like TLC done to it.
Could be.
There's not much in the way of furniture. It's just like the entire inside is wooden. There's no carpets. It seems just kind of harsh, but I guess you guys remind yourself that this is along a smuggling route, so
Oh, right,
probably
right.
wouldn't be too phenomenally luxurious. But at all this like clattering, you see an older gentleman, like an older drow, coming out from a room. He's carrying a walking stick and only slightly hunched over. So I guess you'd estimate the age to be in human equivalents, like maybe 70s.
I immediately ready my rifle and point him at it.
Immediately ready.
And I'm standing
Oh,
between
really?
him and Tony.
Hey, yeah.
That's an old man. Be nice.
He's got a
old
weapon.
man-
Respect your elders.
The old man seems only a little surprised, not particularly, but only a little surprised to see you, but not at all threatened by the rifle that is pointed. He's like, "Nah, there, son. You don't need that. I'm here to help. I'm really just here to help. Please put the gun down."
I'd
Your house
lower it a
is
little
nice.
bit. Who are you?
Who am I? My name is Anton. Anton River. Did your friends back there in the grove not tell you who I am? I man this cabin, I suppose. It's a small rest stop that anyone can use if they want to get some R&R before they embark on the next leg of their journey, delivering whatever things they happen to be delivering.
I sit down next to Tony and I immediately start ordering drinks from this old man, assuming it's some sort of like bar, or I can at least pretend it is.
Hell yeah. So, you, Roden was doing a little bit of, I guess, scouting around. So, you see
Snurfing.
there's a bunch of, like, different rooms that seem to be dedicated to different things. There's one area that seems to be kind of set up like a miniature clinic, like, with a hospital, like a really old
A CVS minute clinic.
wireframe hospital bed with, like, a first aid kit on a table.
Oh,
You
good.
see
We can
a-
amputate.
Why are you wearing a bib? How did you get that fork and knife so quickly? What is happening?
What? You don't bring your own?
You see, much to Against Delight, a mini bar.
Mm.
You
Like at a
see
hotel
some
mini bar
bunk
with like a
beds.
Snickers in it?
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, this has alcohol, fortunately.
Oh, so not a hotel mini bar, but a small bar.
Not a
Got
hotel
it.
mini bar, a small actual bar. You see some bunk beds and a room that just seems to be full of supplies. But only a single person in here. Like for all these different rooms, it seems like there's really only this one guy here. Seems friendly enough.
I'm like taking no notice of that and just grabbing whatever I can. Just immediately. As if I own it.
Son, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop.
Yeah.
I don't have much in the way of defending myself, but you see, I kind of need to survive. If you could, please leave me my
Yeah,
things.
no. Get it under control.
We'll need some of this alcohol in case we meet more of those spores. I just
No, you
pocket
need
like
the
a
alcohol
bottle.
to get Tony drunk so that when we amputate, I can eat the leg in peace. I mean, Tony won't be in pain.
Yeah, we should
Do
all
you,
stay and have a drink.
When you're ransacking this man, do you actually want to ransack the man, or do you like put stuff back once you are told to put stuff
When
back?
I'm
Yeah.
not like pack ratting it,
Yeah.
but I am going through everything to see if there's any kinds of bottles of specific liquors that I want. I haven't even looked at like foodstuffs or anything like that, but I imagine I would
Yeah.
want like a biscuit or bread or something like that for the journey.
If you guys want food, I'm more than happy to provide. I can also, if you want to heal up some physical injuries, I can do that at the clinic over there. So I'm a bit of a multi-talented man. He seems a little proud of himself, like he's he seems to be self-taught, but
Can you,
you know, it's
can
the
you heal
best
up
you
my,
can get.
my physical injury here?
Yes, can you
Um,
amputate his leg?
Nah, I don't. He's looking up and down. Um, you do not seem particularly injured at all.
He's got an
I don't.
injury, all right. It's up here. I point to my brain.
I don't need you. I don't need you to coddle me, son.
Ah,
Just fix it.
you know, I probably shouldn't say this, being as that I'm a field clinician. Fuck, what's the word
Doctor.
for?
Jeez.
No,
But he's not really
A medic? Is that what we said?
a medic. Yeah, there we
Yeah.
go.
It
Given
is
that
what-
I'm a
thank you.
medic and all, but if it's a problem with up here, he taps his head. It's nothing a little bit of a, you know, booze may not be able to fix. So mechanically, I'll let you guys know. The way this works is
Gotta get him drunk
If
until
you-
he's
you can down yeah, exactly. So if you can use the clinic to heal blood stress. You can
Okay.
use the minibar to heal mind stress. You can use the bunk beds to restore echo or fortune stress, and the storage cabinet to recover supply stress. The way this works is you should hopefully have some resources. You trade them, and essentially that will be the amount for which you can refresh. You don't need to roll for stress or anything. You're just giving them the resource, and immediately you're refreshing however much the resource was worth.
I only have one resource right now.
How much is this mushrooms worth?
Yeah,
Was
wait.
that D4?
These are very
These
rare
sad
from 20
mushrooms
feet
were
over there.
D4, yeah. And let me also be clear, they are deteriorating. So if you guys pull them out to look at them now, it's clear that they only really have one or two more delve journeys like left in them. You may as well just trade them right now for, I guess, like if you want to refresh supplies or literally anything you want. I
Yeah.
will say though, I may have. So does anyone have D8 resources at all?
No.
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 I have a
Not a
D6 of
single
rot
person.
gut liquor, and I've already drank like half of it at least.
Okay.
We don't got
Let's
no
see, there's-
resources, Oddish.
Yeah, I know. That's okay.
So,
So to
do I-
downgrade
How do I help
from
my brain get better?
yeah, so to downgrade from major to minor fallout, do you at least have a D6 resource? If you don't, someone can give one to you. You're all part of a party. But you
I
will
do have
spend
a D6 resource.
Yep, you can spend that to downgrade major to
Okay.
minor. You'll still have minor fallout, but I will
Which will be
give
what,
you
limping?
something else. Yeah, I guess you'll believe that you're just limping. That's it.
you believe you got a sprain. Okay.
Exactly.
I spent one of Hayes' sad mushroom, one of these D4s after it's gone from major to minor to get rid of it as well, or no?
To get rid of what? Like what? do you...
The limping, the minor limp.
It's another D6 to remove minor entirely.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
only giving you a discount because I'm learning things. So it's usually a
Understood.
D8 to
Would
downgrade
we
from major to
normally,
minor, but
in a real campaign, would we normally have more resources or have a chance to accrue
Yes.
them more?
You definitely would. I have a list of resources that you can accrue at any specific point. Like on Delves, I have a list of resources that I could be handing out. I just really didn't anticipate major fallout so early. That's something I need to learn.
Right,
from.
right. Well, also it's a one shot, so it's like it's a little bit
Right.
like that's. I
Yeah.
guess the equivalent is in a D&D game where it's like rather than going shopping for a one shot, you just tell people what you start with the things you need, and if there's something
Or-
Exactly.
Or
I
earlier
learned
on,
my
you don't have
lesson.
any
I
health
won't-
potions.
I learned
Right.
my lesson. I will be so helpful to people in the future.
If only someone had another thing to spend, I say, clutching my rot gut liquor and hiding it.
Am I
Yeah,
able
because
to
you
exchange-
actually, you also can mend by one increased dice step when you drink alcohol, right? Gent?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So that liquor, did good.
But specifically to reduce mind stress or fallout, treat the resource as so actually I need it as a
Yeah.
crutch.
You need it.
Oh,
That
Wait,
being
you-
said, I guess you guys like just figure out how you want to go about healing your stuff. You need 2 d6 resources to get rid of the thing entirely, 1d6 if you want to continue limping around. I can tell you what limping is, by the way. Give me just 1 second.
We know
And
it's
so I
like
definitely use my D6 to get rid of the major to make it a minor. And if
Yeah.
anyone is willing to make my minor go away, that would be real appreciated.
yeah. Someone better do that.
Man, I'm
Kent,
so
would
glad
you
that I
like to
got
help
out of it.
Tony over here?
I'd love to, but I can't.
No, that's
Mirth
right.
is
I'm really
eyeballing
glad.
your liquor. Yes, of course, you can't.
I don't even have any, I say, drinking it.
Oh,
Gant,
you're
are you gonna eat that bottle? I could eat the bottle for you.
mechanically
Well, it is
limping
quite a
just
nice
means that
bottle. You could swap it.
anything stealthy or anything requiring fast movement is risky. Before it was like anything at all.
Mhm.
But now it's only like if I call for a stealth check or if I'm like, you need to hustle from point A to point B. Otherwise, you're fine.
Is there anything I can do?
Does
Oh,
the
can
In terms of removing fallout, so most abilities have to do with removing stress to mitigate getting fallout in the first place. But once you have it, haunts like this are really the only place you can really get rid of fallout.
okay?
Is this a
So
haunt?
like
Can I
if you're
spend-
here and you want to get rid of it, this is the time.
Can I spend the sad mushroom to reduce my fortune stress?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. So you trade him a little sad mushroom, and he's like, "Oh, thank you for that. What if you want some rest? What you can do is go back into that room over there." He points at the bunk beds, and just take a nap. Let your mind rest. Let the weird energies dissipate. Start to feel yourself a bit more. A short rest really helps.
Oh, good. I need a place to rest these old bones.
All right, and you can refresh D4 to Echo or Fortune.
That mushroom was not worth much.
It's a really sad mushroom.
Look,
Um,
Jen, I'm
you
called
guys
it
all
sad for a
should have collected
reason.
some, right? So you can pool and do shit if you
I
want.
didn't.
I don't
I
know how
didn't
you wanna
collect
play
any.
this. Oh.
Gint, I'm just glad that I was able to help you so much, Gint.
I don't remember that.
You wouldn't, would you?
I can't, I feel like I'm having a problem here. I'm trying to find some way to help without giving up my liquor, which is my only resource, because I don't. I feel like my character is like an alcoholic with one of my skills based around drinking, so I feel like he probably wouldn't give it up so willingly. I don't.
Can I get a round from my good friend Gint here?
Oh, of course. What are you willing to trade? So the way this works again is just you
These
trade a
bad
resource.
mushrooms.
Oh yeah, of course. Here,
Fill
take
the
a.
other
Then the
resource
D4
I
will be, I guess, like a bottom shelf liquor in this mini bar. Yes, bottom shelf.
Wait,
here
so
you
I
go.
can trade. Oh yeah. So you're giving me the. So we're trading around. So I can use the rocket liquor to heal your minor, and you give me a different bottle of booze.
Yeah.
A
But this one I think
D4?
is worth D4 because it's a
Okay,
sad
right.
little mushroom.
Okay.
That being said, this one that you're getting, this bottle, like it's only a bottle of liquor for flavor, right? What you're really doing is just refreshing stress. So if you get this bottle, you're drinking it right now.
Oh, but I don't need it right now.
You don't need it right now. No, so yeah.
Wait, so I can't get a resource that I can keep?
You can hoard resources for use later, because I'm pretty sure some of you guys at least have consumption of X resource to get Y kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Right, but what I'm saying is I
And if
can't
you hold on to
buy
resource, sorry?
a resource from him now.
If you want to buy a resource, the way it works is you're gambling with your stress, your supply stress, because that'll include your money. That'll include, I guess, all that's important right now is money. So you will, if you want to get a D4 resource,
Yeah.
you will take D4 stress of supplies, just straight up. There's no rolling to check for anything.
Oh, okay.
But again, blood, mind, and supplies are so easily healable. Like you guys did that pretty well in your little mushroom cave. So if that's what you want to do,
Yeah. Okay.
if you want to buy a D4 bottle of booze, just whoever's buying it needs to roll D4 stress to supplies.
Is D4 the lowest amount of booze?
D4 is the lowest, yeah. D12 is the highest.
Okay, then I'll do that. I will take the supplies stress. Is this a situation? It is a situation, right?
Yeah, this is a situation.
So rather
This
than
little
take
thing in
the
cabin, yeah.
rather than take it to
Supplies?
right, I'm gonna roll it to fortune because I have in
Okay,
the thick
sure,
of it
yeah.
that allows me to do that.
Yeah,
So
go for it.
when you suffer fortune fallout, roll with.
Are you going to suffer fallout, though? This is just stress. You'll need to roll for fallout just after this.
Okay. All right. So
Wait.
I'm gonna give the bottle of rot gut liquor to him so that to heal Tony's leg or brain problem.
Yeah. That works. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, get him really drunk, and then pulls out cleaver. We can use this, and I can eat his leg.
D4.
Gordon, there's nothing wrong with this leg. You
I
can
know,
eat
I
it later if
want-
it actually breaks.
Okay.
Thank you.
So do we roll mend on that leg healing, or is that just automatically?
That's automatically just downgraded from major to minor.
Okay.
Wait, I already did mine from major to minor by using my.
So
Oh,
now
well,
it's
then
gone.
Yeah,
You're
so we're
gone,
just
yeah.
getting rid of the leg problem completely. I still have some
Yep.
booze. I'm begrudgingly trading my better booze for this bottom shelf to heal.
Yeah.
And we're making that trade. And I'm also taking some fortune damage because it would have been supplies, but I'm
Yeah.
using in the thick of it to do that. So now I roll for my fallout test because I took
Yep.
that stress.
Did you take the one stress? When did you roll for that?
What? My blood
You're
stress?
rolling to take. Okay, so when you traded, you're trading for a D4 resource, right? So you need to roll D4 to see how
Oh, I
much
thought
stress
you meant
take.
I took 4 total and automatically
Oh no
to
no no no!
fortune.
You just roll the D4. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so just roll a d4.
Just roll a D4. Yeah.
Okay. Where's my d4? Here it is. Okay, it is a 3.
Okay. Nice. So I guess for flavor, you don't pay the guy, like, you ask him for a D4 thing of you ask him for a bottom shelf of liquor, and he asks for payment, and you finagle out of paying him somehow. How do you finagle out of it?
Basically, I'm saying I'll give you this and that, and then then you can help Tony here clear. Or wait, I guess the booze is what's clearing Tony's brain problem, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so
This
I-
is just for flavor. I'm just saying how do you finagle out of paying him money? Because instead of paying supplies, you pay fortune. So.
Oh,
just
okay,
for
wait, and
flavor,
fortune
how
is
do you
luck?
Get out of. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
I'm a member of the Hounds. We're a top-class organization up there. If you ever need help in the future, I'll remember you. I'll be able to help. And I'm one of the top-ranking officers up there,
Oh,
so we'll be able to help
I've
you
heard
in the
about you
future.
guys. Really,
He's
really
really good at
noble, all of
watching
you.
murders.
Oh yeah, that's okay, okay. But yeah, that's fantastic.
Preventing is
I'm
what
sure
he meant.
you'll.
It's an old thing. They say watching when they mean stopping.
Oh, of course, yeah, because you're like the police down here,
Yeah.
right?
That's right.
So
Even better than the police.
You know, fair enough. That's very noble of you, sir. I'll let you take this one for free. Thank you for your service.
For free? Okay, great. So I don't take any stress.
But you feel bad about it. If you feel bad about lying to
I
him,
feel
so you
bad
take
about it
fortune
because you just reminded me about the fucking murder. That's why I feel bad. That's why I took the stress. So it all checks out story-wise, but jeez.
Perfect.
Wait, what kind of stress are you taking?
Fortune.
I'm taking luck stress because it's supposed to be supplies stress, but I have in the thick of it ability, which allows me to mark any other stress as fortune once per situation or once per scene. And so now I got to do my fallout test, right?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. And do I just roll fallout test? Is there anything else?
Yeah, just hit Fallout test.
All right, so my total is 4 going into this Fallout test. Let's do maximum stakes. Here we go, guys. No
Hey,
Fallout.
Fallout.
So
Nice.
I
Okay,
rolled a
you're good.
10. 10 is higher than... Wait, aren't you supposed to roll the Fallout test? Or does it matter? I guess it doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't really matter. It takes your stats, so
Dude
I'd
is
be
a
hitting the same
bootleg.
button anyway. He's not a bootleg. He's just lonely.
I mean, he's like an old man alone in the woods. A fawn response would make sense.
You know, and you know, on that topic, like as he's, you know, there's hustle and bustle now. You know, you guys are trading things, you guys are drinking. I'm assuming there's like some sort of merriment going on, and he's just smiling. He's like, you know, it's very rare that I get people coming by the spot of the woods, and it's also so lonely. I don't know if you noticed, but there's no birds or animals or anything. I'm really the only one living here for miles, I presume. It's always nice to have company. I appreciate it.
Bird's good eating.
At
Yeah.
the word of bird, Mirth seems to remember something, pulls a taxidermied owl out of their cloak and puts it in their scarf. Oh, I forgot. Henry needs a bit of fresh air.
What the hell is that?
That's it.
What is that thing?
I'm sorry, what?
What is that?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's Henry. It's my little pet. He needed some fresh air. He's been stuck in my robe all that time.
It ain't moving. It ain't moving an inch.
He
Well,
smells
no,
delicious.
it's taxidermied, of course. He died long ago.
Oh. Alright. I'm glad that you know that.
I smell the formaldehyde.
seriously, have some respect, Gent.
Hey, I just cured you with my amazing drinking power.
Mirth is petting Henry, looking at Gent like they're thinking about taxiderming him.
Awesome. So are you guys done like healing up? Is there anything else you want to do mechanically before?
Yeah,
we,
I don't think I
guess,
can spend it. I only have 1 blood otherwise, and... I mean, I don't know how to heal Fortune. How would you heal Fortune?
Fortune in this case would also be just like resting. It's just like feeling more. It's just feeling better, honestly, I guess, because this was it's like knocks to your confidence, kind of. Also contribute to luck, I guess, in this. Yeah.
So there's no way I can do that, though, right?
No, you can. The bunk beds heal Echo and Fortune.
But I need to pay
the
for them?
D6. Yes, you do.
Okay.
By trading a D4, which you have if you want to use it.
So I could trade what I just got.
Exactly.
in the he knows what he should do to rest up, but because he's just such a booze hound, he's not able to. He spent this whole time negotiating so he could still have some booze. And he's
hound.
just clutching it. Yeah. He's a booze hound.
Okay, so you guys are just hanging out. You're having a
Ashlyn.
good time. Oh, hey, Ashlyn. You guys are having a good time. You know, it's after the shit show that was the tunnel, you guys are feeling good, you know, resting up. So the old man tries to, is trying to make conversation. Like, so as I said before, my name's Anton River. I'm here to help all the smugglers who pass through, but you guys don't really seem like smugglers to me. And honestly, there's really not a lot of communication that I get from the people back at the Red Cap Girls. They don't really tell me much anymore. So, who might you guys be? And what are you up to?
We're
What
here
was-
to eat a monster.
No, capture it. We gotta cage the monster, or whatever it is.
I'm gonna take a. I'm gonna eat it first.
Oh,
Well,
alright.
we don't actually even know that we're here to cage a monster.
You guys
forgot what-
seem like a really coherent group of travelers with a common goal.
Shut up, you.
Some
I
kind
bonk
of.
him on the head. Let's kill him and take his stuff.
Have
It's a
you,
lot
have you heard
faster.
about? You heard about any beacon? Anything calling towards people?
I've heard rumors. I think honestly, same as most people, that something's going on at High-Rise. Again, I don't get a lot of news out here. You guys are the first people to pass by, and and he counts on his fingers, and he looks over at the wall. There's like a little tally scratched into the into the wall.
Probably
of
hard to tell
how
what day
long
it
he's
is.
been
Yeah.
there. Wow,
Totally normal.
it must be honestly over a year now. It's wow, it's been a really long time. But yeah, there's something going on at
Hey.
Hara.
How are you
Something
doing, friend?
powerful.
Do you need some mending?
Me? Oh, that's so sweet of you. No, thank you. Honestly, as lonely as it is out here, I don't think I'd ever leave. It's nice. It's pleasant, and also, I'm an old man. He waves his walking cane around. The heart is getting more and more dangerous by the day. Honestly, I don't think I could survive out there for that long. So I'd rather take this. You know, it can be nice sometimes, such as when people like you roll by, and he just smiles very fondly at all
Why
of
don't you
despite
go up
knowing
to the
he's alive.
city? It's safer there. Much nicer.
Well,
Some
you
people.
strong folk seem like very accomplished delvers, but I don't know how I'd make the journey myself. I'm sure you. How did the tunnel treat you?
I just
I'm
like
perfectly fine.
Not great, to be honest.
The tunnel was not very
Yeah, I'm
kind
just
all the
silent.
way down here.
Yeah,
there you
Gordon's the
go.
only one with a smile on his face and like wagging tail, ears perked up. Nothing happened.
Peace.
Don't listen to Rory. Things happen. The tunnel was not kind.
Like
God.
he points
wanted
at
to check in.
he points at Tony. You young man, you have your fantastic suit of armor over there. You have your rifle. He points at Ghent, and you're a witch. He says, pointing at I forget the pronunciation.
Mirth.
Mirth.
3.
You're incredibly powerful. You have abilities that none of us could even dream of. I'm just an old man. What am I supposed to do?
That has seemed to have kept me alive for a while.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. Where am I from? I didn't mean to suggest you needed to do more than what you're doing. Just wanted to see if I could alleviate any stress from you so that you can keep doing what you're doing. Being out
Oh,
here by
that's-
yourself for a year seems pretty tough.
That's
No, lost track of where I'm from.
That's so kind of all of you. And he genuinely means all of you, even though clearly it's some people aren't participating in the kindness. But he genuinely seems to, be so appreciative of just having you guys around, let alone the small kindnesses that have been offered. You know, I have a storage cabinet back here, and I don't, typically I'm supposed to be pretty strict about what's, what I can give out. You have to give me something of equal value. They keep tallies and stuff. But like I said, an auditor hasn't been passed here in ages. I'm sure I can rattle up something for you guys. In fact, I think I may have just the thing. You guys are delvers, right? And so he goes back into the cabinet and comes out a little bit later with 4 different, like, let's call them grappling hooks. It's not like a gun or anything, but it's like something you can swing around and, hook into things. This is going to be a D6 piece of delve equipment for all of you, unless you don't want it if you already have it. But
Give me that.
you can
I
just tie
want
it with
it.
grappling hook.
Looks cool.
Sorry, I hit the wrong button. I wasn't doing anything.
You rolled a 0, therefore it's mine. Makes every game better. Have you guys seen that tweet where it's like good games versus bad games, and all the good games are like 5, or all the bad games and good games are both like 5 out of 5 games, and it's like, wait, what makes these better than not? And the secret is that all the so-called good games that the guy ranked all have grappling hooks in them.
I have
The
seen
lowest
that.
common denominator is they. It's like it was one of the best trolls ever. They're like, how could you say Red Dead Redemption 2 is not a good game? It's like no grappling hook, and they're like,
For those of you who already do have D6 Delve, if you don't want to hang on to this, you can always, treat it as a resource or something. In fact, because it's like so useful, I'll say like if we do trade it at someone who wants it, it can probably be like a step higher. Because I know someone has like a rig that's already D6 Delve, so you can treat this as a tradable resource later on.
Grazie.
So yeah, and he hands those things to you, and I guess you balk at them, and he's like, so you folk are headed to high rise then, if I'm hearing this right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I'd hate to see you go, but I understand that you have things to do. And then he kind of straightens up and is like, nah,
But
no,
you
it's
love to
okay.
watch us leave.
That booze is really
I
hitting
can,
Tony.
I can. You know, if
Tony's
I
a
was
horny drunk.
if I was 20
Somebody's
years
about to
younger,
run a
maybe.
train in here.
Once, once upon a time, long ago, but not now. I'm too old for those shenanigans.
Every time he mentions being old and unable to do things, Mirth just looks increasingly more and more annoying.
He's like 5 years younger than you too. He's just like using it as a fucking excuse.
Mirth is a very old witch.
Yeah, but in no years, so that's different or something. I don't know.
And so, as you guys like, he's decided to help you guys go on your way to high rise, but honestly, like also just an above board thing, I'm kind of glad this is happening because I had a plan and then I had to scrap that plan because of time constraints, but now maybe it can happen again. So he offers you a choice. So there's there's two different ways that you can head to high rise. I mean, there's multiple ways, but there's only really two that matter. It depends on how much of a rush you're in. There's a long, kind of easy way. It's the way all the smugglers use. They just need to get from there to here, and then they have their own kind of established routes. Well-traveled things. They know how to be sneaky, so they can travel roads and things that people have been on before. Not very difficult to traverse parts. It's long. It'll take you. I can't really say how much more time, but if you do choose to take that, it'll be an easier journey, but it'll be a longer one. On the other hand, he gestures off into the forest, like deeper into the woods. There is a way down. I've never been there before, but given how steep the delve is, I think it would take you straight down to tier 2 immediately. Things would get weird. It would probably be really difficult, but you really wouldn't have that much further to go. I can show you to either one of the parts. Which one would you prefer to take?
No, we'll just stay here. It's safe. Just like eyeing all of us.
Ghent, we're not staying here.
What?
Fast. I want to go fast.
No,
You
the
wanna go
easy way. It's less dangerous. We almost died when we saw those creeping
I was
vines.
fine.
Mirth looks at Ghent.
You got
Let's take the
cloned.
fast route. I think Ghent needs to learn what's in tier 2.
No! Come on, this isn't just me here. We could all die. Think of your own lives.
I'm fine.
Oh no, slowly being consumed by the heart. Such a worse fate than anything else.
Why are you smiling?
Mirth is
Well,
grinning.
Look, I don't
It
want to tell
seems like
nobody
most
what
of
they
you
want
have
to
come
do.
to a consensus.
but-
Do you need some more time to think about it, or
Tony, come on. We can't go that way. Send the dogs that way, sure, but not the hound.
Excuse you, sir. What did you call me?
I mean, you're quite
I'm
dog-like.
sorry. No, Gent, we talked about this.
Is that bad?
We don't use those words.
That's racist.
Mirth stands up, gripping their cane like a weapon. Ghent, would you like to think of a different word?
Can I eat,
Puppies.
Gent?
Gent.
How
Can
can
I
you
eat
be
them?
offended by puppies? That's not even an insult, really. It's cute.
Mirth, please, can I eat, Gent?
Oh no, you totally can eat him whenever you feel like it, sweetie.
No!
And they have names. Just use their fucking names.
That one's just too hard to say, and that one's crazy. It's a cannibal. I'm not saying nothing to nobody.
Are you disrespecting my name passed down from my civilization, sir?
Fine. It's Murith.
Yeah.
I'm looking around for confirmation again. Is that right?
Vern's nodding, giving you a thumbs up.
Oh, all right, all right, all right.
Mirth is providing no help. They're just glaring at Gent.
And that one is Gent has legitimately forgot Roden's name. It's just like, Bitey.
Yeah.
I said his name like 5 times in the past couple minutes.
Well, I don't know. You all look
I
alike.
am Bitey.
Yeah.
He's not
Yeah.
wrong.
Just maybe stop. Maybe stop.
Well, I mean, if you guys are still trying to make up your minds, I still, like, I don't. Just for some friendly conversation. What are you guys really up to? Like, I know that there's something going on at High-Rise, but you know, if an
Now,
old man
would
can
you say
contribute
that
any wisdom, I'd be happy to help.
the longer way around is that generally like well-traveled territory? Nothing new to see there.
The long way around, I'm not gonna say it's without danger, because
Oh,
this is
God.
hard
You
after
said it was
all,
easy.
everything. It's easy.
He said it was easy.
It is relative in the heart.
All right. I changed my
there are-
mind. I'm with the dogs. We're going the hard way. If it's hard and
Oh my
fast,
God.
that's better.
Gent,
I have a better idea. Gent
Swear to
goes the
God.
hard way. The rest of us can just enjoy our little stroll over
No,
there.
no,
Oh,
I'm going
the
with you.
hallway.
I've got to protect you, you know?
Swear to God, Gent.
Gent, you have done more damage to me than anything else in this tunnel.
No, that was the tentacles.
Gent,
Look, do you?
if you call us dogs one more time, you will have something other than the short way to fear.
Fine. Nose.
Get- I will put you in line myself if you keep this up.
Keep what up?
I can just eat him.
You know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about, kid.
I have literally no idea what I'm doing.
I honestly a little bit believe that. Just shut up for now.
Fine. Whatever.
Sorry,
You
so
lead the way.
think-
I'll follow with the
the-
I
gun.
think I might. I
So the
think I
short,
might have
dangerous
something.
way.
I might have something that can help, cement your decision. Follow me. And he leaves the hut and
I
kind of
follow.
heads towards the cavern that he followed. And, after a decent amount of walking, you arrive at like what looks like just a cave entrance, like not a manufactured one, but just a natural kind of slash in the wall, big enough for people to squeeze through. You guys do go through, and you end up in what looks like this huge, seemingly bottomless pit. In that you can't see the bottom. It's a ring. It's in the shape of a ring, and there's a spiral staircase going down all the way as far as you can see. This staircase is in terrible shape. Like, you can see places where people have tried to stick planks on. Some of them have held, over time. Some of them have rotted and fallen away. But as you peer over the edge, you look down, and it's not just black, as in, like, when you can't see the bottom of an abyss. There's a pulsing red, wet haze at the very bottom. Things seem fine where you are now, but if you go down there, it's going to get really weird. It's just I guess a sense of foreboding, but like red, wetness, fleshy stuff.
I love it.
He seems to he
And
seems
that's
to be
on
under
the
the
way
impression
to
that this will
high-rise?
turn you guys off. It looks really dangerous. I don't blame you guys for wanting to go the long way. It's a
Looks
hell of
like
a lot
meat.
easier. I'd be inclined to agree with you. It definitely looks like meat down there, but are you excited by this?
Yeah. I'm
No.
hungry.
What is that down there?
No, not excited by it.
Gent, it's best not to ask what.
Really? All right. Well,
Another thing too, I swear, like, it hasn't been very long, just the past few days, but I've been walking around, and not even the past few days, just today actually, as I was walking by, I swear I heard something growling from the bottom. I can't see down there, and I'm sure neither of you, like none of you can, but something is alive down there. And you can hear it sometimes if you
Can I
listen
see
close
anything
enough.
with my darkling eyes?
So whatever you can see a lot more of the pit than the others can. Like it really seems to go on for a long time, and whatever you can see that is dark, is illuminated very well to you. But at some point, that red haze is not darkness. It's like something is in the air. Not necessarily toxic. It may just be like haze, like legitimate just heat haze, just
The drug
Think
dealer
about-
from
yeah.
atmosphere
earlier?
of whatever's down there. I'm sorry?
Hayes, the drug dealer from earlier?
Exactly.
Okay, good.
His essence
found
just
him.
down there.
We found
This
him
is
up
where
in
he
the
was
cache.
born, in a pile of mushrooms, mutated and writhing.
I really thought that would put you guys off, but he seems just thoroughly confused.
I don't.
I've seen worse.
I don't.
Roden is salivating more so than usual.
Gent has this point after getting dressed down by the rest of them this whole time and feeling like he's out of control right now. Is just sort of like shaking his head and like neither option is good. What's the scary thing the other way?
The scariest thing the other way, he tries to think really hard. Honestly, it's a lot of roads. Like some of them may be flooded, some of them, like I know you passed through the Harvest Bazaar. That may be something that could be interesting. You guys would probably know this. The Harvest Bazaar is a place where you don't trade goods necessarily. You trade like memories, things that are more inconceptual than just physical goods. Like you might walk in there and walk out and you may not remember all the things you remembered before. It's a very, very strange place.
Wait, that's the place where you can get rid of your memories, right?
Yeah, if that's what you want, you can get rid of your memories there. I know there's just a lot more. You'd have to go through a lot more places to get to Haraz. Like I think there's the labyrinth, there's the flooded sump station, there's what's that city full of nutter conspiracy theorists called? Oh yeah, Gorin. There's that, there's the Harvest Bazaar, and then you get to Haraz. This way, I think it may be a couple places less, but like I said, it's a lot more dangerous.
We should go the other way. More content.
So mechanically, the way this works is usually on delves, you will forge a connection if you do an extra kind of hard task. These places already have connections forged, so whatever the resistance is, I have it. So you're basically just doing half the shit that you would need to get through. And that's that way for like most of the long journey.
Above game, I'm
It is
fine
longer,
doing it
though.
either way, but I know that my character is enticed by the idea of a place that can remove bad memories because of his own fucked up past.
If you're worried about content,
I'm not really
tried
worried about
hard.
content, but that all sounded interesting to me.
Right.
So yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, it isn't. Yeah. I've also worked all of your beats into both, so it really doesn't matter which way you go.
Okay. Well, that's fine. I don't really care one way or another. I'm always on. I as your friend, I'm curious as to see what like all these other nooks and crannies are. But yeah, I'm down with whatever makes sense to everyone. As me, sure. But Gent is cowardly about both.
Well, you
Yeah,
guys really haven't seemed to make up your mind yet. Do I leave you here? Is this where you want to go? Do you want me to show you the other way? Like I said, you guys really are a cohesive unit.
I think we're fine. I think we'll go down this way, right, Roden?
Yeah, meat.
See, Roden agrees with me.
Yeah.
Tony, your
Alright.
mind's all in a better place now. Not gonna trip.
Yeah. It's fine.
All right then.
I have a snack.
wait.
who-
I asked
me?
Tony, not you.
Oh.
Sorry, I thought so, but then I thought someone else responded. And I was like, oh, all right. It wasn't me. Sorry.
yeah, I'm
Alright.
good. Me Tony. Me bite. Me bitey. Wait, what is?
All right then.
Is your head on
seems
straight,
like you made up
Tony?
your mind.
Yeah, now that my leg's all better.
Yeah, right. Your leg. I sort of roll my eyes.
I'm inclined.
You know, I hate to be that guy, but I also want to ask how, in your mind, drinking some alcohol mended your broken leg.
Sure, game. What are you asking
Curious.
us for?
I don't. So I think that
It's a bad pimp.
in Tony's mind, like he had a drink and then someone splinted the leg, like did things that like made it so that like it will like heal now.
Right.
And then sort of skipped over the part where it already healed. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
drank some booze, got a little confused about like how the injury had happened, and then
Oh, that makes sense. Drink to
sort
forget.
of
Yeah, I like that.
forgot that it had when it had happened, and so then believed that it had already healed.
That makes
Okay,
sense.
I like that. Yeah, that makes sense. And he he says, you know, honestly, it's really not that strange. The things the things that you will see down there are things that warp your body and your mind beyond anything that anyone can even call human or null, I suppose. Um, long route or short route, there are going to be some very strange occurrences that happen down there. You all have to be really, really careful. Tier 2 of the heart is not a place to joke around. And if what I've heard of Haraz, what's going on there is true, things in the heart may change forever. Take care.
I follow him back the way he came. You guys have a good time, and I'll
No,
stay.
no, Gent. You come this way.
I can't believe that hasn't dissuaded you at all. I mean,
You want your favorite bar to
no, I just don't want to go that
Take off.
way. We'll get there either way, right? I don't know why you're so hell-bent on going the scary way.
meet?
Murrith stands behind Gent and kind of points him towards the tier 2. Can't you hear it, Gent? The whispering calling you down there? Can't you see the red glow pulling you deeper in?
Yeah.
I do not want to go down there.
I kind of
Happy to
see.
know red.
Come back.
I feel like I can hear the bar music. I'm like starting to like wander down. Yeah, I can hear the ladies dancing. I heard it's so beautiful.
That was easy.
And
Yeah,
all right. Well, I
definitely be
suppose
normal ladies.
if you've made up your mind, then this is where I leave you. This entrance, I don't know what's down there. Just I really hope what I gave you can come into some help. I really think you'll need it. And he gives you like another fond smile before kind of hobbling back off towards his I guess his little sad cabin.
Before
Made a
he
little
goes,
brighter by the arrival of you guys.
Before he goes, I give him a one of Hayes' sad shrooms.
He takes it and he looks at it, and it's a very sad looking thing. Like sad isn't just in the name. It's like you also remember these things are deteriorating, but he loves it.
It's also
He-
covered in a little bit of slobber.
Oh yeah, right. Oh, thank you so much. I was thinking I could make a really nice mushroom stew with this. I'm sure it's gonna be
Yeah.
lovely.
Yeah.
If you guys were hanging around any longer, I'd love to have someone to share it with. But I understand you have things to do. Hopefully, perhaps I'll see you guys on the way back,
Yeah.
and
I
we
might
can
come
have
back.
you can tell me
the
all
trees
about your
look-
stories.
Trees look yummy.
I will say, if you want meat, that definitely is the way to go.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And with that, he leaves you. You guys are at the mouth of this, and I think that is a good place to stop because you are about to embark on another delve into Bone Coil.
Okay.
That
That doesn't sound
nice
good at
friendly
all,
place.
Oddish.
Sounds great. Sounds great.
I love that for us.
Okay. All right. Well, with that, I guess that will wrap up this session. We'll schedule another one sometime soon. We'll see if we can do one next week. If not, we'll try for the week after or something like that. We do have another TTRPG night coming up with a one-shot run by our friend and my Saturday game master, Zeno. I'm realizing now that I shouldn't have a... shouldn't have picked a character with a scratchy voice, because I'm glad we're ending now, because I do have a lot of talking at work to do tomorrow. But yeah, I think that was great, Oddish. Fantastic work on your first ever one. Really great playing with everybody else. Let's give Oddish a round of applause here.
Thank you.
Really fun characters this time, guys. And yeah, thanks everyone for joining us. Sorry Gent's such a traitorous bastard. That's just the way it rolls. He's a cop. What are you
I
gonna do?
mean, you know what they say about cops.
Exactly. It was so hard. He just started out with the noblest intentions, but just the system. he just there was no way for a good
Okay,
guy
I'm
to
sure Rorden
succeed.
will eat him by the end of the
Yeah,
campaign.
probably.
Yeah, I do get a lot of perks from eating.
Yeah, but then you'll just become an alcoholic if you eat me. You could
Alcoholic coward.
alcoholic coward. Gulp. Uh, all right. So yeah, that'll wrap things up for now. I'll let you guys know in the Discord uh, doing the next session. But yeah, we do have some stuff coming up, and we also have my ongoing game that we will be playing at some point in the future, probably within a month or a month and a half. So all the stuff with that will be handled in the Discord too, but we'll start having regular weekly Dungeons and Dragons nights on stream as well, and that'll be a lot of fun. Very excited for that. Already got some really fun character ideas. So yeah, once again, thank you, Oddish. Thank you, players, and have a good night, everybody. We're gonna let's raid out. Let's raid out now too. So let's see who else is on right now. If anyone has anything that they want to say or promote, or listen to Reshoot Movie Podcast. That's our friends Ruthie and Hector and Ed. They do a fantastic podcast. I just did my second guest spot on the pod for the Mario episode. That was really fun. I see Savannah is online right now. I'd like to raid out to her. Really enjoy her streams. She's a real sweetheart. She's doing some Pokemon right now. Okay. But yeah, let's go over to her, show her some love. And yeah, that'll be a good time. And yeah, I hope everybody has a good rest of your night. And if there's anything else, hit me up in the Discord. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Bye bye.
Cheers, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, the raid is up. And I'm going to stop